high school football as the Fairless Falcons take on the Claymont Mustangs. WJER Sports and Claxon Communications present this live video stream on the WJER Radio YouTube channel, and replays can be found on WJER.com/videos. Special thanks to our scoreboard sponsors, Kime and Charm, Cleveland Clinic Union Hospital, Wendy's, Ron's Heating and Cooling, Pangrazio's Pizza and Pasta, and Smartway Communications. At the conclusion of the game, we'll choose the player of the game courtesy of your local Subway restaurants. Other sponsors include Wood Electric, Twin City Automotive, T-County Boxing Academy, and Katana. Now let's go live to the stadium for tonight's action. Here are your WJER Sports announcers, Jim Boose and Tony Pellegrino.
We're here at the Coach's Corner here at Claymont Stadium with Coach A.J. Sauerbaugh. Coach, tell me about some of the things you guys worked upon this week to prepare for Claymont.
We've got to stop number 5. He's an excellent running back, great speed, and we just really have to take care of the football. Last week we had 5 turnovers, and we talked about winning special teams. I think those 3 things are really important tonight.
Coach Sauerbaugh, I think you would agree with me, an 0-2 team is very dangerous. Tell me about the attitude and the preparation this week for your players.
Yeah, I hope so. You know, our kids are hungry. We want that first win. Then you can kind of exhale a little bit, take that pressure off your shoulders. But we had a really good week of practice last week. We had a really good week of practice this week as well. So hoping that it all comes together and we put a good night together.
So, Coach, looking at Claymont, tell me some of the players that you're looking to step up this week besides Carson Colucci on your offense.
Yeah, Carson's got to have a good night. Obviously, he's our guy. He's our 3-year starter quarterback. Anthony Stutler's playing running back for Peter Killey. We have to be able to run the ball to make us more dynamic. And then Gio Moore, Andy Gill, Cam Carl, Allen Harrison have to catch a ball when it comes their way. So if those guys have a good night and we block well, then we'll have a chance in the fourth quarter.
All right, Coach, thank you for your time and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
We're here with the Coach's Corner here at Claymont Stadium with head coach Eric Henry. Eric Henry, congratulations last week on a great win. Tell us some of the things you worked on this week to carry that momentum forward this week.
Well, confidence things. We should have beat that team last week, and we did, and we beat them how we should have beat them. So, we're hoping that the confidence carries over into this week because this week's not going to be as easy as last week.
Absolutely, and Coach, one of the things I know we just talked about, but Fairless, an 0-2 opponent, and you know just as well as I do, going against a team that's 0-2 could be a very dangerous matchup.
Absolutely, because they're so well coached. Coach Sauerbaugh does a great job. So I know they're going to be prepared. I know they're going to work on those 5 turnovers that they had last week. So it's going to be a battle.
So, Coach, one player, obviously, we're just talking about. Tell me some of the things your kids worked on to try to stop Carson Colucci this week.
Well, our scramble drill. We got to try to keep him contained because if not, he's going to take off on us, and if we do, he can throw the ball as well. So we got our work cut out for us.
And, Coach, I know Alec Tarakitis had a great game, but tell me some of the players you expect to step up this week for the Mustangs.
Well, obviously up front, it all starts up front. So our linemen have to have a good game, and we got some guys on the outside. Brody Moreland's got to step up. Jordan Connor, Devin Whitman. We had an injury this week. We lost a young man, Dane Fawcett, for 6 weeks. So Drew Fox has to step in. So, we got some guys out there, but it's just a matter of them stepping up.
All right, Coach Henry, thank you for your time and good luck.
Thank you very much.
There are a lot of steps between conceiving, carrying, and cradling your baby. No matter what stage of motherhood you're in, our team at Cleveland Clinic Union Hospital will be there every step of the way. From your first visit to your first baby, we provide expert care right in the Tuscarawas Valley. Our team partners with each patient to create a custom birthing plan, ensuring the comfort and health of you and your baby for every care in the world. To learn more or schedule an appointment, visit unionhospital.org/motherhood.
Ron's Heating and Cooling in Denison has been serving this great area since 1977. At Ron's, no matter what your needs, they can handle it. From heating and cooling to standby Generac generators, water heaters, tankless water heaters, mobile home equipment, duct cleaning, and 24-hour no-heat service. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you have to do is call 740-922-5252. Ron's Heating and Cooling proudly supports high school sports and would like to wish best of luck to all local athletes participating this season.
Jim and Susan Sexton invite you to stop in before or after the game to enjoy their famous homemade pizza and spaghetti sauce made from the original Pangrazio recipe. They also feature homemade spaghetti noodles, meatballs, and pizza dough made daily. Try the large special, a large pepperoni and cheese pizza, and large cheese sticks. Pangrazio's Pizza and Spaghetti House, open Tuesday through Sunday with 2 locations to serve you in downtown Denison and downtown Dover.
Wendy's new breakfast 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles let you create your own delicious combo. Choose from a sausage biscuit, egg and cheese biscuit, small seasoned potatoes, and a medium hot coffee. But it's obvious which combo's the best. Sausage biscuit and small seasoned potatoes. Well, maybe it's the fresh cracked egg and cheese biscuit with a medium hot coffee. Or 2 savory sausage biscuits. Whichever you pick, you can't go wrong. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles.
Limited time only. U.S. price and participation may vary. Not valid in a combo. Single item at regular price.
Rabbit, rabbit, white rabbit, and happy September 1st to Tony Pellegrino in beautiful Yorksville, Ohio. Week 3 high school football, our IVC game of the week this week, is going to be the Claymont Mustangs hosting the Fairless Falcons. Jim Boose and Tony Pellegrino are going to bring you all the action here. We have a shortened pregame here, kind of our opener is going to be a little quick here tonight, Tony, because we're streaming this thing live. People are watching. They're not watching us, thank goodness for them, but they are watching the field right here in Yorksville. Looks gorgeous. Look at this sunshine.
This is a beautiful night for high school football. The kids should be excited, and I'm really excited. I think there's a potential for some really big fireworks offensively for both sides tonight, Jim.
Yeah, I think it's a game where, Fairless hasn't won a game yet this year, but we know they're capable. They're coming off a big year last year, lost a few of those All-Ohio seniors. But we got to talk to both coaches, and you probably heard the coaches' interviews, unless you're just tuning in. And, they're both excited. They both think they can take care of business tonight.
Absolutely. The thing that stuck out for me with Coach Eric Henry is he knows how dangerous this 0-2 Fairless team is. Guys, I'm telling you right now, Carson Colucci is going to be the real deal. Yes, he had 4 interceptions a week ago, but good players learn from mistakes, and I'm telling you, he's going to be great. Coach Henry talked about working on the scramble drill and keeping him contained. And on the flip side, talking to Coach Sauerball, he talked about having the players had a good week, good attitude, really getting after it this week. So he's looking for his first one on the young season.
So let's talk about the 2 teams tonight here, Tony. Of course, Fairless Falcons, we already said, coming in at 0-2. They've had 2 losses against some Valley teams. They lost against Sandy Valley first week 29-22, and then second week 45-14, shellacking by the Tuskegee Valley Trojans. That was a big game for Tuskegee Valley.
It really was. And when we look at the first week, Sandy Valley, Fairless has really had their number the last couple of years. But a guy that has really stuck out so far this season, Nick Picho, had their number late in that game. Him and Lucas Gilland had a big fourth quarter, scored with 28 seconds to go. Great game. But last week, you're right, Colucci threw 4 interceptions, and Tuskegee Valley cashed in on all 4 of those.
We're going to take a break and go down to the field here for a little bit of the national anthem. That was the Claymont Band doing a nice job with the national anthem. So welcome back here to Yorksville, where the Claymont Mustangs are going to host Fairless. Let's jump over to Claymont real quick and talk about them. Their first 2 weeks, kind of a tale of 2 games for them as well. They played Harrison Central that first game. Got the loss down there, 36-19. They got beat on that one. And then they came back last week and, of course, played Cleveland John Adams, won that one big, 60-0. We talked about this a little bit on the way down here today. Some of these schools, Cleveland schools, Akron City schools, at the beginning of the season, they're not nearly as tough as they get by the end of the season. So Claymont happy to get them early in the season like that.
That's correct. But when we look at the first game for the Claymont Mustangs against a heartfelt game for Harrison Central, loss of a young man, They were up 19-18 at the half, and then they got outscored in the second half 18-0. So that's a game where we talked about on the ride down. Programs, it's one thing to win a game, but programs have to learn how to win, and that was the lump that they had to take because the following week they come out 60-0 over John Adams. And I tell you what, a gentleman I'm really looking forward to watching tonight, Jim, Alec Tarakitis. He's electric. Track and field guy, went to state, didn't place, but he's electric with the ball in his hand, so that's the one guy I'm really looking forward to.
Yeah, if he gets in the open field, look out because he's got some wheels and he's going to get up and down the field. So let's talk about a couple other things. Just the scoring for these two teams, point for, point against. Claymont obviously has a huge edge over their competitors. Of course, they scored 60 in one game, so they're averaging 39.5 points a game and holding the opponents to 18 points per game. Fairless, on the other hand, is only averaging 18 points a game, giving up 37. And that just goes to show that, like Coach said, they had to work on some things and had a good practice week. And so let's see what they can do with the Mustangs tonight.
But when we look at Fairless, I'm going to stick to them first, Jim. Their first game, 27-22, a shootout in Sandy Valley. Great game, weather-delayed game. And then last week you gave up 45 to a very, very talented and very, very good Tuskegee Valley team. And Claymont, on the other hand, you take away the second half against Harrison Central, they'd be averaging giving up 18 points a game. I mean, honestly.
Right.
Or 9, excuse me. So you're one half away from a 2-0 Claymont team here.
Right. So we'll see what these guys can do tonight. I'm excited for this one. This is my first game of the year. I was out for the first 2 weeks. I was doing a couple other things. I know you guys got to do a couple games already, which is really, really fun. I love this IVC game of the week. And so one thing we want to talk about real quickly, we could sneak it a little bit into it about the game, but we had do something special with our IVC games of the week.
Yes, we do. So Kyle started this idea of the IVC showcase of the concession stands, Jim, and week 1 we went to Conotton Valley and had their sloppy nachos. Last week at Central they had hot dogs and I think nachos, but here we talked to a young lady, her name was Nicole, and she said, hey, the cream chicken was made, a couple days ago, and they just started a thing called Touchdown Nachos, those fresh jalapenos we put on there. And I got to be honest with you, for me, it's right up there with Conotton Valley with those nachos, and that cream chicken was on point.
Oh, that cream chicken was just outstanding, and I'm a big cream chicken kind of guy, so I will give that 2 thumbs up for sure. And you're right, those fresh jalapenos. That guy came out and said, "Hey, make sure you grab some of those." And wow, are they good? Just perfect. That was a nice little starter for us tonight. So, kudos to the Claymont concession stand. Looked like it was being really well run. Nobody standing in line. People were moving through quickly, and they gave us a couple good surprises there. I was very happy with that.
Absolutely. And Jim, one of the things I know we started later in the thing, but to start off the game tonight, Claymont won the toss, and they actually are going to take the ball, so they're going to start with the ball on offense. So again, let's see what Claymont's offense can do against this Tuskegee Valley team that's averaging giving up 37 points a game.
Yeah, I think Claymont getting the ball. Of course, they're going to be going away from the sun. They receive on that west end. You can probably see online where the sun is coming from left to right here. So when they look back for the ball to receive the ball, they're going to have the sun possibly in their eyes. Whereas Fairless, they're going this way from east to west. They're going to have to look down into the sun, but the receivers will be looking back, not into the sun. So is that a factor?
It really is, because the hard thing is it's really going to be hard for Carson Colucci in the first quarter, maybe quarter and a half, because it's hard to read a defense when you've got that glaring in your eyes, and then the shine from the helmets off of the sun as well.
Well, the Claymont faithful are filling in nicely down below us here. Looks like it's a young girls' night for something. I don't know if it's cheerleaders or is that what it is? Cheerleaders?
It is mini cheerleader night. I talked to a good friend of mine, Alicia and Brian Mahaffey. Their daughter Sadie's down there. I can see her in the front row smiling. But yeah, it's mini cheerleader night for the little Mustangs tonight. This is pretty
quite
cool.
A few of them out there. That's good. That brings out the moms and dads and grandmas and grandpas and aunts and uncles. So a nice crowd. Looks like Fairless is packing in a few over there. They brought their band down as well. So we're going to have a nice halftime entertainment, that's for sure. Well, let's go back to this game and talk about what are the keys to the game for both of these squads. Could we talk about a couple keys for maybe Fairless, who's still looking for their first win, and then Claymont, who is not sure what to expect out of Fairless this year?
For me, Fairless, you have got to protect the ball. Coach A.J. Sauerbaugh said they had 5 turnovers last week. They can't do that. He talked about that extensively. And we look at Claymont. I think you build off of last week. If you're able to really focus on the defense and finish the game, you have to have a strong second half like you did a week ago. And I think Claymont could come out of here 3-0 if they accomplish that.
Yeah, that's going to be a real key for them. I think one of the things that Tarakitis brings so much to the offense for these Mustangs. But they got to really watch out for Carson Colucci. I mean, defensively, they really got to be aware of where he's at. Those 4 picks, that's nothing. That's a learning experience. Like you said, he could bounce back from that tonight and throw 4 quick touchdowns, and they're going to find themselves in a little bit of trouble right off the bat.
One of the things, too, Jim, that it's a hot night. I'm sweating up here, and I know the young men down there. So the big thing is going to be hydration for the big guys up front.
Yes.
Will that really wear on one of the 2 teams down the stretch?
Yep, that's true. And now both of these teams, we were talking to the AD for Claymont as well today, and I asked him how many players, because it said online I think they had 39. He said, no. He said, we're over 50. He said, we're actually over 107 through 12. So, what a nice program Coach Henry is, just building here down here at Claymont. But you're right. So, neither of these teams has like 80 guys there. So they're not going to be able to, just sub guys in and out. So some of these guys are going to be going both ways. You know how that works. Those guys are going to get tired. Usually some of the big hosses on the front, the front line. And so you got to stay hydrated. And they've got plenty of hydration down there. We saw that. But we'll see how that goes tonight.
Well, and Jim, to put it in comparison, Dover only has 54 on their varsity team.
That's
so
right.
Very similar numbers. And that's one of the things that Coach Henry talked about implementing at the coach's corner as the Fairless Falcons just came out of their tunnel. But, I think the heat can make a difference here, but I'm really interested to see who makes the first big mistake, the big turnover, and how do the 2 teams respond to that adversity.
Yeah, I think the defense is really going to play a big role in this thing, especially right off the bat. I always think one of the keys for football is to come out and smash them right in the mouth. Come out and hit them as hard as you can and give them everything. Send somebody after Colucci. Send somebody, chasing down, what's his name?
Tarakitis.
Alec Tarakitis. You got to have somebody keying on them, and they just hit them every time, whether they have the ball or not, and just get them used to that. Hey, we're keying on you. We know where you're going.
Right, and one of the things that I want to illuminate here too, if you win 60-0, Jim, that tells me your offensive line played really, really good. So I'm really looking forward to see the 2 offensive line plays for Fairless and Claymont tonight.
Yeah, and they scored a number of different ways last week too. 60 points. Even if there are some subs in there, or the team's not quite ready to play yet, that's still a lot of points to put up offensively.
And against what people don't understand, that's hard to do. I don't care if it's against the best of the best.
Right.
Or it's 60 points is hard to accomplish.
That's a lot.
So.
That's a lot.
And here come the Mustangs.
So here come the Mustangs out on the field. You can probably hear the crowd going happy. Again, this is Jim Boose and Tony Pellegrino bringing you the action from Yorksville, Ohio tonight. Our IVC Game of the Week features Claymont Mustangs hosting the Fairless Falcons. While we have a second, we want to give thanks to, we're going to give nods a couple times tonight to our scoreboard sponsors. First one tonight, thanks to Keim in Charm, Ohio. Keim is the destination and trusted source for your home, building, and woodworking needs. Visit in Charm today or online at keimlumber.com. Yeah, they're starting to fill in the end zones. I haven't been here since they did the changes to the renovations to the stadium, and it's really nice down here. And when we pulled in, of course, you talked about the campus here, and they built the new. What do we call that? A rec center, recreation center, activity center?
It's really nice. They've got the weight room in there, brand new locker rooms, a new wrestling room. These awesome facilities. If you look to the west, their new tennis courts, which are brown, which is really cool. That's a Mustang color for them. Really, really great facilities, not only for these varsity players, but for the youth coming up to see what they get to look forward to.
It's something really to be proud of, and I think the school district should be very proud they've made these changes, and things are really looking up here in Claymont. It's fun to be down here. Real nice people, nice coaches. We tend to know a lot of people when we go into these places, and they're just super friendly here. Very happy to be here. So as Tony pointed out, Claymont's going to receive the ball. You guys are watching online. They'll be on the left side of your screen, receiving the rock. Fairless going to kick from the right. You have to bear with us as we get a couple names together. We didn't have starting rosters, so we're going to be scrambling to grab a couple things.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward. They've got their 2 best playmakers back. Deke, you got Alec Tarakitis and Brody Moreland. Do not be surprised here. If I was Coach A.J. Sauerball, I would pooch kick this every time. Do not even give those 2 playmakers a chance.
Yep, you bet. So Tarakitis back with Brody Moreland. And they did kick it deep. Moreland's going to take it. And he's going to try and come up the left side. Pretty good pursuit by Fairless. They're going to get him about the 26-yard line.
Good return there. Good job by Fairless staying in their lanes. That's a big key. If it's a big return, somebody got out of their lane.
So Mustangs going to start the ball game tonight with the ball on their own 26-yard line.
Looks like Nolan Morrow is going to take
got a little sun on the scoreboard, so we'll have to keep an eye on that to make sure we keep things running. First quarter action from Yerkesville. Claymont, first snap of the ball game. Quick little pass on the outside.
Drew Fox on the reception there. About looks at 6 yards there, 7 yards.
Yeah, pretty nice pickup on first down.
And I liked what they did there. They threw Fairless for a loop there. They thought for sure they'd get him one of their playmakers.
Absolutely, sure. Yeah, good play by Coach Henry to get things started. Again, Coach Eric Henry at the helm for the Mustangs. A.J. Sauerbrauch for the Falcons. And here he comes, just what we talked about.
He's gone.
Tarakitis.
Wow.
Is going to take it to the house on the second play of the ball game. Alec Tarakitis around the right side. Going to put the Mustangs on the board first.
34, a 64-yard run? 66-yard run, excuse me.
66-yarder for Alec Tarakitis. Boy, he has wheels, doesn't he? Exactly what we talked about. Once he got to the outside, there wasn't anybody going to catch him. Nobody could get an angle. He was past everybody.
But I give credit. Look, unselfish play there. Receiver did a good job getting a crack block. Good job by guard pulling there. Again, unselfish play.
So the Mustangs are in to kick the PAT. Nolan McMorrow on the hold. Drew Fox to kick it up.
No good.
That's no good. So it's going to be 6-0 after that touchdown. We're going to take a break right here. And when we come back, Mustangs will kick it off to the Falcons right after this on your sports voice of the Valley.
In the rolling hills of Holmes County, we tend to do things a bit differently. At Kime, we're in the business of uncommon experiences, and we're here to care for your project like we care for our own. We believe that quality matters and want to help you get it right the first time, because your project deserves it. So visit Kime Home Center, your source and destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. Kime, built on trust since 1911.
Welcome back to Yerkesville, where the Claymont Mustangs have drawn first blood here with Alec Tarakitis on a 66-yard run. They are kicking off to the Falcons, a little short kick, fielded by an up back, and he's going to get a nice return here. Going to get tackled from behind, but he almost made it to midfield, Tony.
Wait, up to the 47-yard line. That's going to set up Carson Colucci and company almost in Mustang territory.
So they're going to start with real good field position. And now we get our first look at Carson Colucci, a 6'2", 185-pound senior for the Falcons. Man goes in motion. Here's Colucci's going to look to the left side, hit the receiver. Receiver hit by the defensive back. Incomplete.
He had a little zip on that pass.
Oh, boy. You got to be ready. You get turned on that one.
Tell you what, looking down there, Jim, one thing that sticks out to me, looks like Claymont's running a 3-4 defense, so 3 down linemen and 4 linebackers. So I think this is an opportunity. If I was A.J. Sauerbrauch, maybe you have more opportunity to run the ball than pass.
Yeah, Colucci's good size back there, 6'2", 185. Don't be surprised if he takes off. And there, just as Tony predicted, is going to take it right to midfield. Pickup of 1 on second, 10, so it's going to be third and about 8.
I'll tell you what, that was a great job there by the defensive end. Kept his arms locked, but the big thing is keep your outside shoulder free so they have to come back, turn it back inside.
Stayed at home, made Colucci turn up, and sure enough, got hit.
Great play by Xavier Arthurs there.
3rd and 8 for the Falcons.
And again, this is where Colucci and A.J. Sauerbaugh was saying they have to find more playmakers. Can't force the ball here for a turnover early.
Sustained drive for the Falcons is what they need and want right here.
Man-to-man defense by the Mustangs across the board.
Colucci rolling right. He's got a man, and he's got it for the first down. Nice toss, nice catch. Cameron Carl on the reception for the Falcons.
Good catch there for 12 yards there. That was a good catch by Cameron Carl, a sophomore.
Yeah, he's got some younger players dressed. Both teams have some freshmen dressed, and according to coaches, they will contribute.
Nice cut.
Little handoff that time. Stutler with the carry. Picked up 4. Picked up 3, maybe.
Tell you what, Claymont's going to have to do a really good job here being fundamentally sound with their eyes. A lot of motion, a lot of movement, so they got to stay at home and watch their keys.
Claymont still in that 3-4. Man-to-man, the outside. Here's Colucci. He's looking left. He's got a man on a slant. And he's going to pick up just enough for another first down. Alec Tarakitas playing a little defense there, too. Got that on that stop.
Yeah, it looks like he's playing zone coverage. They're letting him come inside, but pick up a 12. Good. Both passes have been completed for 12 yards.
Colucci all alone in the backfield now. Fakes the handoff. Nope, makes the handoff. Goes around the right end. Nice fake that time. Nobody went for it from Claymont. Only me. I was the only one that went for the fake that time, Tony.
That was a good job by the free safety. Come up, plug in the hole there for only a short gain. Gain of 4 on the play?
Yeah, they're going to give him 4. Pretty nice play.
What I like about Fairless's offense as far, Jim, is they're keeping Claymont off balance. A lot of motion, but different players are touching the ball.
Colucci with the back this time. Claymont looks like they may have jumped. Now they're going to call.
That would have been.
As expected. That'll make it 2nd and 2. A little bit easier for the Falcons. Let's see if coach changes the play.
Jace Pongrantz with the offsides there.
Colucci's going to take it himself. Little lean over to the right side. Easily picks up the first down.
Good carry.
Nice strong drive by the Falcons so far.
This is a great answer to 2 plays, 66 yards. They've had the ball here going on 3 minutes here, so this is a good drive for Fairless. No, longer than that, almost 4 minutes now.
A real confidence builder for Fairless. Claymont a little bend, don't break. They're letting him get down the field, though. Here's Colucci looking left.
Great tackle, great tackle.
Cameron Carl with another catch.
I can't tell you what people don't understand as a safety coming down like that in an open field against an athlete. Unbelievable tackle by Drew Fox in the open field.
It's hard to be out in that open field. When that guy's got the moves, you have no idea where he's going. You got to break down and then be able to shift your cut exactly where he goes as quickly as he does it. It's a really hard thing to do. You know, we watch it on college and in professional games and we think, oh, that's probably easy to do. Oh, man, it's super hard to do. Here's Colucci. He's going to roll right. Got a
wide open.
Guy's wide open.
Number 5,
Gio Moore that time with the reception. Little hurry-up offense for the Falcons. Going to hand off on the inside, goes to the right. Good stop that time by the Mustang defense. They're going to pile him up. Probably going to get the first down, though. It's going to put it at 1st and goal. Just inside the 3.
I like that from Fairless. Hurry up offense. Don't give Claymont a time to adjust here. Now, this is where it gets interesting, Jim. It's really hard to stay in a 3-4 defense on the goal line. This is where you need your big boys up front. I would switch back to a 4-3, but it'd be interesting to see because Fairless is just going to spread them out.
Yep. So they're going to put wide left. Receiver in motion. We're coming left. It's a handoff on the inside. Nice play on the inside
Great
by
play.
the Mustangs. Just jammed them up.
No gain
Maybe
on the play.
got back to the line of scrimmage.
One of the things that's sticking out to me early is the big guys up front for Claymont are doing a great job. Pressed arms out, extended the arms. And I tell you what, they have yet to get anything up the middle, and that's huge. So now that really narrows down Fairless's playbook offensively.
Sure. If they were able to sneak a couple up the middle and have some success, they'd keep doing it. But they haven't been able to. So
you got a tight end, a lineman as a tight end on this side on the left here.
Who took out the referee. Nice play calling, and we're going to get a touchdown for the Falcons. So it's going to be 3-yard run.
I got to be honest, that's a tough call there. He took out the official that's on the goal line. That one could have went either way. I'm going to watch it on the replay right here. He does a great job of holding the ball, scrambling to his left, looking, makes this guy miss. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah,
I thought the ball's in his left hand, and that's what went out of bounds first. That's a tough break for the Mustangs.
Brett Rinko on to kick for the extra point, and it is up, and it is good. So it's going to be 7-6 for the Falcons. We'll take another quick break. When we come back, we'll have continued first quarter action right here on your Sports Voice of the Valley.
The Eat Fresh refresh just won't stop. Now Subway is refreshing their catering with easy order platters and box meals perfect for any occasion. Start with sandwich or wrap platters. They're loaded with craveable crowd pleasers to feed your crew without all the work. Or try individually packaged box meals featuring a tasty 6-inch sub, footlong, or wrap, plus chips and a freshly baked cookie. When you have a group to feed, make it fun, delicious, and easy with catering from Subway. Visit Subway.com to place your catering order. Advance notice may be required.
Another big thank you to one of tonight's scoreboard sponsors, Cleveland Clinic Union Hospital. Quality care close to home. Visit clevelandclinic.org and click on locations to learn more about Cleveland Clinic Union Hospital, located in Dover, Ohio on the boulevard. Well, Tony, hey, the Falcons, that nice comeback there. They got the nice return, got it out to the 47, took a 53-yard drive, took a bunch of time off the clock, showed us a bunch of different players. And here, now they're leading the ballgame, 7-6.
9-play, 53-yard drive, capped off by Carson Colucci touchdown run. Great confidence booster. Now we got the Falcons up 1.
So here's the kickoff.
Kicking it
See
deep.
what the Mustangs can do.
Ooh, big hit.
Brought it right up the middle. Brody Moreland, of course, on that return. So the Mustangs are going to get the ball here. They're about their own 34-yard line. We'll see what Coach Henry's going to come back with here.
Well, if you're playing offense for Claymont, you had a lot of, for the guys who don't play both ways, that's a big break there. 5.5-minute break there for the offense.
Yeah, only 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Thank you for joining us. Streaming the game live, of course, on YouTube TV.
Nice cut. That was a great play there by Morrow by saving that play there, because that would have been a loss of 2 yards.
Yeah,
nice on his outside foot and saved the play.
Nice little jab step by McMorrow to get that thing, at least back the line of scrimmage and even a couple yards. So it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Tarakitis back deep.
McMorrow in shotgun. And he's going to hand it off to Tarakitis right up the middle. Fairless did a nice job of standing him up, filling the holes.
2-yard gain there. It'll be
Got a
third and
couple
long.
more. Yeah, 3rd and long. Nice job by the Falcon defense. I think they did a little talking to those guys to say what they broke that down. I got a good read on what actually happened on that big breakaway 66-yard play from the earlier in the quarter.
And this is one of the things Coach Ernie talked about. This is where Brody Moreland, Daniel McGarr, some of these other players have to step ups to take some of the heat off of Terrakita so they can spread the ball out.
Because they're going to key on Terrakita. They know where he is at all times.
For sure.
That's exactly how they do this. Man in motion. They're looking.
Oh, he's got him. That's a good ball.
That's real nice.
Oh no!
Boy, that's a nice play. A little bit behind him, and so he had to slow down for it. And I think it ended up hitting his pad. We'll see here on the replay if we can get a quick review of this
hit off
thing.
his face mask.
But boy, he definitely had his guy beat. A nice little setup play over here with the receiver. You'll see right off the bat here, this receiver starts coming at the ball. Hey, here, throw it to me, throw it to me.
It's a great play call.
Great play call, and he was going to be wide open. Just couldn't quite pull it in. So 4th and 6, the Mustangs are going to have to kick it away. Good play call by the coach. Here's our first punt of the ball game. And it's going to get dropped. A lucky bounce, picked it right back up. Nice return. Cameron Carl with the lucky bounce.
Wow.
And just spun, grabbed that, and spun out of that tackle, and then had a nice return. So once again, the Falcons, good job defensively, and they're going to get good field position again, Tony, to get started here.
So again, talk about a swing of emotions, Jim. You've got probably going to score a touchdown, to then you punt, almost fumbled, now great field position. So let's see how Claymont handles this adversity.
Yeah, this is the adversity we've talked about. These guys have to be able to deal with this and step up. First down for the Falcons. Clusie back in the shotgun. He's going to roll right. And he's got his receiver. Of course, that's Gio Moore again.
9-yard gain. I really like Coach Sauerball's offense here. I mean, a lot of jet motion, a lot of fakes. It really keeps you on your toes because one of these times they're going to come back with a counter on that jet sweep fake, and it's going to come back to bite Claymont.
Lull you to sleep with that little bit of movement, and you'll get used to, okay, we're going to go this way, we're going to go this way. 9 yards on that first down play, so a 2nd and 1. Lucius is going to hand it off this time. Anthony Stutler with the rock. Gets around the right side. He's going to get the first down.
6-yard run, nothing fancy there. Did a great job with their H-back. John Hill with the kick out and just right up behind him. So good job opening up a hole there on the right-hand side for the Falcons.
Falcons look solid. From what I could see, they really look solid.
Offensively, you take away the first couple plays there where Claymont did a good job. They've really bounced back here, and they found something that's working here. See, again, they're going to have another lineman and an H-back right here. So interested if he comes in motion or see what they do.
Yeah, Moore goes in motion. Sits on the other side.
Ooh.
Handoff on the inside this time. If that was... Oh, nice job. Yeah, so the Mustangs, they're making adjustments out there too. That's the thing about this, and that's why, you watch high school football games. You say, gosh, they got a lot of coaches down there, but that's what they need. I mean, one coach can't take care of this. You got guys watching the defense, you got guys watching the D-backs, you got guys watching the receivers. I mean, there's a lot that happens on a football field.
Well, that's why the guy right next to you, John McCluskey's figuring out that's the defense coordinator figuring out the cat and mouse game right now. Gio Moore in motion again.
This Colucci's going to drop back across the middle.
Jailbreak screen, great play.
Yeah, that's a real nice play. Nice first down. Andy Gill that time. Yet another weapon for the Falcons. Going to be a big first down for Fairless.
22-yard gain there on that play. Yeah. Great job. Again, faked in with that jet motion. The jailbreak screen on the backside. Great job holding the water by the tackle on the backside, kicking out that corner.
1st and 10 on the 25 now for the Falcons. About a minute 15 to go in this ball game. Colucci in the gun. Hands off up the middle. Going to pick up 3 or 4.
Pick up 4. Did you notice on that last play, I really liked what Claymont was doing. One guy was holding them up, and he was trying to strip the ball. That's a good job of what we call gang tackling.
Yeah, these defensive players have come a long way since the olden days where they just kind of tackled and fell over. Yeah, now everybody's trying to strip the ball and stand somebody up so they can strip it. 2nd and 6 for the Falcons. Half a minute to go in the ball game here in the first quarter. Colucci's going to take the snap.
Good
Keeps it
key.
himself. Runs up the middle. Going to pick up another first down inside the 10. 24 seconds. We'll see if they start that clock and get it to halftime or to bit at the end of the first quarter.
11-yard run there.
First and goal from the 7.
Fairless has figured something out offensively. They found a gap or they found somebody.
They're going around the right side. There's another run by the Falcons. I was trying to look up a player's number. Missed the beginning of that play. That's going to be end of first quarter. Well, this is a good one, Tony. 7-6. The Falcons are looking pretty good. And I think Claymont's going to have their hands full tonight. So we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll start second quarter action. Again, it's Jim Boose and Tony Pellegrino bringing you the action here from Yorksville, Ohio. The Mustangs are trailing 7-6 after the first quarter. Come back and join us, won't you, right here on your sports voice of the Valley.
Twin City Automotive in Yorksville and Strasburg has the right products at the right price. Get a Charge It battery charger for just $44.99. Super Clean Degreaser is only $7.99. Napa Diesel Exhaust Fluid is just $12.99 for the 2.5-gallon jug. And Valvoline Premium Blue Diesel Engine Oil is only $17.99. Like Don Decker says, there is a difference in auto parts stores.
The big guys take care of their shareholders. We just take care of our customers.
Open weekdays till 6 and Saturdays till 4:30.
Another big thanks to one of our scoreboard sponsors tonight, our local Wendy's restaurants. Stop at any of your local Wendy's following the game. Wendy's, where their recipe, Tony, is quality.
Wow, I tell you what, their breakfast is delicious. I can tell you that.
Oh, my gosh. I had some Wendy's breakfast food this week. It's just truly incredible. I went with the...
Did you have the breakfast Baconator?
Oh, those are really... That's a yummy call. I did some French toast sticks, and then I did some of the little sandwiches that have the new sandwiches with the biscuit and the bacon. Oh, man, I'll tell you what, it was really good.
That was a great job there. Claymont's defense shuffled down line of scrimmage, made the tackle for no gain. But, Jim, one thing stuck out to me at the end of that first quarter. Fairless sprinted to the other end, and I saw Claymont kind of walking off. But two different body languages. That tells me something going into this second quarter.
Well, Fairless, they've lost their first two. This is the time of the season where you've got to show what you've got.
This is make or break for them. 0-3 going into that tough slate in the Pac-7. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
Third goal from the 1. Colucci's going to keep it here, going to the left side, and I don't know if he got it across. He held it out. They're going to give it to him. So Colucci with the second score of the ball game, a 1-yard dive. Going to make the score tentatively 13-6. Just under.
He fell. I watched the replay right in front of us, Jim. He landed right on top of the Claymont guy, and if it wasn't for that, he'd have been down. That let him stretch the ball over the goal line.
Smart player. These players pick up a lot from the college and pro game. So on for the kick. Kick is up, and kick is good. So 14-6 now. So Tony, you were saying in that first quarter, Colucci had a pretty good throwing game.
I tell you what, 6 of 7 to start this game, and the first drive is a drop pass. He's one drop away being 7 of 7. But again, I love what Fairless is doing here, Jim. I'm not gonna lie, it's keeping me on my toes, and I'm not a defensive coach, but doing a great job with their H-back, running him in the flat on some routes, leading up in the hole in some. So Claymont's gonna have to figure some things out early.
Yeah, that's a real nice job by the Falcons. You thought at the beginning of this game, Tarakitas took that ball, went around the right side, scored on the second play of the ball game. You think, oh boy, this could be another long night for Fairless. But hey, here we go. Looks like. But
I think, Jim, this is a huge drive. huge drive for Claymont. They've got to sustain a drive here. Fairless just had the ball for almost 5 minutes. So the two of their drives took up the whole first quarter. Claymont's got to get a sustained drive, a little run, a little pass, get their defensive guys some air, because if they give the ball back and go down 21-6, again, that's where the adversity we talked about at pregame kicks in for the Mustangs.
It's back deep again for Mustangs. It's going to be Terrakitas and Moreland. Let's see if they continue to kick it deep. And they do. This one's going to get grabbed by Moreland. Going to come up the left side, make a little shimmy shake. Get dropped at the 32. So the Mustangs going to start at the 32-yard line this time.
But think about that for a second, Jim. Claymont's starting field position has been at the 30. Fairless has been at the 47. That's a 13-yard difference, and that's huge as far as play calling comes.
Yeah, it really makes a difference. The field's a lot more open. You got a lot more to work with with these longer starting positions. You got 68 yards to go for a touchdown versus 53. So 1st and 10, 11-10 to go here in the second quarter.
Option.
A little option. Terrakitas is going to try to get to the outside. Nice pursuit that time by the Falcon defense. They're going to drop him after about a 1.5, 2-yard gain. Don't see much option these days.
I'm not going to lie. That's why I was shocked when they ran that. And that's hard to do at the high school level. Because,
it is.
Because what happens is the end man on line of scrimmage changes. Every play could be a scraping back or a safety. So I thought Morrow did a great job there reading that and pitching it and getting to his playmaker. And
that's not as easy as it looks on TV either, to make that little
hard.
pitch. Because that guy's running beside you, and it's Terrakitas. He's faster, probably faster than most people on the field.
Yeah, you're right.
So here's McMorrow. Got Terrakitas back there, but he's going to go back to pass. Got some time. Oh, here comes the Falcons. They got him. So they're going to drop him for a little bit of a 4 or 5 yard loss. Mustangs need a big play here to get that sustained drive Tony's talking about.
Yeah, and I tell you what, this is a huge third down, but good job Gio Moore there coming from his linebacker position. We do what's called a dip and rip. He pulled and ripped through the offensive lineman, and just a good job of pursuing the quarterback.
Gio Moore, nice football player for Coach Sauerbrot. He is 6'3", 205-pound senior. The thing we talked about before the game, of course, is that a lot of these guys do, especially some of these key players, are playing both ways. And so we'll see how this warm night treats them. Here's McMorrow back to pass. He's got to look long, and he's getting chased. He's looking back upfield, and nothing. And we got to have a flag on that play. I don't know if that's a late hit or if that's a what do you think that is?
They might call that a hit on a defensive receiver is what I'm thinking. I think number 11,
Zachary
Long, hits him way late out of bounds, and I think they're going to call personal foul here. But you know what the weird thing is, Jim? Who called it? The guy on our sidelines, not theirs.
Yeah, so I thought that one guy maybe threw a flag into that pile from over there, but I don't think so. I see
it's a
Bruce
big call here
down there on the team, right? Isn't he on one of the referees' teams?
Oh,
that's
they
his
picked
squad. Claymont faithful didn't like that call. That got overruled by somebody. So 4th and long here, 4th and 12 for the Mustangs. They're going to have to boot this one away for sure.
But Jim,
hey, I heard an update on a score. Did you want to share that with the folks?
Yes, we got Dover is up 7-0. They just had a nice 3-minute drive at Indian Valley's lovely new stadium. So Dover Tornadoes up right now 7-0 over the Braves, which is a huge matchup.
And I think that was the end of the first quarter score. So
yes, correct. I apologize. Ooh, good punt.
A nice punt. That's going to hit the ground. It's going to take a little bit of a Claymont bounce, but die right there on the 40-yard line. So the worst field position so far for the Falcons is going to start on their own 40. How about that?
Let this sink in, too. When we're looking at diversity of plays here, Jim, Claymont's had the ball offensively 3, 6, 8 plays. That's it.
Yep.
So that's a lot on the defense staff. I mean, like I said, Fairless had the ball most of the first quarter, so this defense is starting to get tired early.
Yep. Yeah, they had the majority of the plays in that first quarter. And sustained drives, even though we said they start at the 47, they were big play drives. They were like, 7, 8, 9, 10 plays in a drive. So the Falcons are going to start on their own 40 this time. Colucci's going to go. And
nice play.
Mustangs did a much better job that time of reading the play and stopping him.
You know, Carson Colucci reminds me of, don't take this out of context, of Tim Tebow. One of these times he's going to act like he's running and throw it over the top. I just have that feeling.
Oh, yeah. And I think he has that skill. He certainly would have that skill.
Oh, for sure.
Confident, athletic player.
But here's where that fatigue's starting to kick in. I see a lot of the Mustangs defensive linemen hands on their knees and hips already.
8:40 to go here in the second quarter. Here's Colucci with a quick slant across the middle, almost picked.
Oh.
Was going for Cameron Carl that time, but yeah, a little bit high, a little bit quick. And I'm not sure he was quite ready. And
dangerous pass is a tip pass because this.
Yep. Oh. Could have been picked off by the Mustangs.
That should have been.
3rd and 10 now for the Falcons.
I'll tell you what, Drew Fox, number 11, this free safety's been everywhere for defensively. Really good plays in the run game and almost a pick.
Colucci sends his back in motion. He's going to look up the middle. He's got a guy. Oh, I don't know if we're going to give him anything there. Got maybe a twisted knee, incomplete. They're going to have to punt the ball away, Tony.
I'll be honest with you, Jim. I thought he got there early, and
oh boy,
it looked like he got there a little early.
He sure did. A little bump, not called on the field.
They're letting him play. I'll give them that. The officials have been fair both ways in letting him play.
I like a game where there's no official changing the way the game is going. So 4th down. Falcons are going to punt it away. Moreland Terrakitas back to receive. We'll see if they kick it towards him or away from him. Yeah, it's off the side of his foot. It's going to go out of bounds about the 37, 38-yard line. 8:19 to go here in the second quarter. Fairless Falcons leading this one right now, 14-6. They went down 6-0 early, but Terrakitas had the big breakaway 66-yard run right at the beginning of the ball game. And you thought, boy, Mustangs are going to really control things tonight. But boy, they've really bounced back and just have been super consistent offensively and doing a nice job defensively.
This is a critical juncture. Claymont's hanging around. That was a critical stop by the Mustangs. They've got to put something together here before the half here. At some points, whether it's a field goal or something, but they've got to get a lot of momentum on this drive here.
A long, sustained drive could get them shot at a touchdown. Run all the time off the clock, keep that defense on the field, give their defense a chance to rest. Here's Terrakitas coming around the left side this time. Nice hesitation. He's going to get out of bounds after about an 8 or 9 yard pickup.
Looks like a 7-yard run there.
Got a healthy Claymont spot on that kick out of bounds.
Yeah,
see that? They put it at the 40.
I thought he was back here about the 33.
Yeah, it was.
But see, Claymont's starting a little play that played from Fairless's playbook. Braylon Mulholland there lined up at H-back, let up in again. Now they're going to go 5 wide here.
We're going to pitch to the left here.
Nice cut.
Oh,
he ran him over.
Gosh. Yeah, he just put his head down and told that guy to have a seat. So nice run, Terrakitas. Big first down. Really nice job.
He just ran over Colucci like he was nothing.
Was that Colucci? Yeah.
That was Colucci. What we got there?
They'll probably have a handshake after that one.
Jim, he's over 100 yards. Terrakitas. I mean, the first one was 66.
Right, 66.
He's got to be close to 100
numbers, but yeah, he's the real deal. He's fun to watch. McMorrow back in the shotgun. He's got Terrakitas behind him. He fakes to him. He's going to roll right, and good read that time by the Falcons. Buried in the inside. Hunter Lancer, linebacker position, just came powered in there and threw him down.
Loss of 5 there by Morrow, but I thought he did a good job. Sometimes quarterbacks try to force things. He just covered up the ball and took the
He knew he was going down. Nice defensive play that time.
Sometimes I think receivers don't help out quarterbacks, especially it's called the scramble drill. If you're long, you go short, short, you go long, and sometimes young receivers and stuff have a hard time adjusting.
Yeah,
and it's hard to teach.
And they've been told so many times, run your route, don't, because he's going to look for you at this spot. Well, then he's got to be able to recognize something's going on back there and then right. Long as go short, shorts go long. But
Correct.
they don't all do it. So, okay, here's McMorrow. He's going to back it up. And he's going to look across the middle. That's going to get picked off. That time.
Colucci.
Wow. Colucci starring on both sides of the ball. 7:09. Falcons come up with a big pick across the middle. I'm not sure if that ball floated on him. Take a look here.
Looking at the way the receiver, after he threw the ball, I think he was expecting the receiver to be there because there was no. The receiver broke to the left. Or, no, I'm going to say.
Yep.
The receiver broke one way, and I think he expects him to break the other.
Either way, the Falcons are going to start with their the rock in their very familiar position. They're on the 48 this time. Colucci back in is going to hand it off this time. That's a double.
Reverse.
It's a reverse and a flicker thingy that is wide open.
Great play.
Wow.
That is a hustle play.
Yeah, Andy Gill, or no, it wasn't Andy Gill. That was, who was that? That was Brody Moreland. Came back on the recovery.
Carl.
Well, they all fell for the reverse. And then a long pass, which was good. Nice pass, actually.
What, 49-yard gain there?
Yeah, from the 48 to.
I mean, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I could be.
They're going to put him about the 4 or 5.
But you know what? I know that was a big play, but that play by Brody Moreland, what you call game-saving plays, because if they somehow get a stop here or they get no points, that play will come back and be like, hey, this changed the game.
So they're going to call first and goal from 3.
Good play.
Great pursuit in the backfield that time. They're going to lose a little bit. We got another flag on the play this time. Saw a little yellow come in late. That middle of the field usually indicates holding. And it is. They're going to push him back a little bit more. Yardage is the enemy at this point, Tony. 6:50 to go. The time they're not worried about. They just want to get a little more green between Falcons and the goal line.
Again, so I know I'm beating a dead horse here, but great pursuit drill. Look, from the 3, now we're back at the 12-yard line. So again, this gives the defense another opportunity to make a big stop here. Yeah, we're at the 12. I was right.
So still first down, of course, but now first and goal from the 12-yard line. Gives the offense a little more room, but it also gives the defense a little more room.
Well, with a quarterback like Colucci, I don't think you want to give him more room.
Colucci's in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff, rolled to his right. Looking deep in the corner. And almost picked off. Good defensive play that time by Brody Moreland.
Two big plays on this drive. Absolutely. And this one here, he just drops it. But, good play. He'd have been out of bounds anyway, but great play. Two clutch plays on this drive.
Good read that time by Brody Moreland. Brings up second and goal from the 12.
You know what? I got to give Zachary Douglas, the defensive end's doing a great job keeping his outside arm free, and he's got a glove on his hand. Looks like his left hand's broken.
Oh wow! Yeah, he does.
There's that tunnel
there's
screen.
That little screen. Oh boy, they're going to get it back down to the 1-yard line. Nice pickup that time by the Falcons. Yeah, that Mustang's got to figure out a way to defend that or read that and then move to a different location. Second time they've run it just as successfully. Last time they made it picked up 20, but this time 11 to give them a third and goal, and now a touchdown.
1-yard touchdown run there for Anthony Stutler.
Stutler with the 2-yarder. Yeah, boy, oh boy. Well, the Mustangs have some things to figure out at halftime, that's for sure. 5:56 to go here in the second quarter.
But, Jim, if I'm looking at the scoring drives here, 3 1-yard touchdown runs for the Falcons.
Rinko in for the extra point, and it is good. That's going to make it 21-6. Yeah, you're right. Sustained drives down the field. A couple big plays on this one, but just methodically taking it to the Mustangs. So the Mustangs have got to make some adjustments at halftime defensively. 5:56 to go. Claymont is losing this one 21-6. We're going to take one more quick break, and we'll be right back right after this on your Sports Voice of the Valley.
Craving the exquisite flavors of Japan? Look no further than Katana Japanese Restaurant in Dover. Starting September 6th, indulge in a culinary journey with our lavish lunch and dinner buffet. Delight in daily homemade specials, tantalizing sushi, and an array of authentic Japanese dishes. Conveniently located in Heritage Square Shopping Center, visit us at 11 a.m. daily except on Tuesdays. Don't miss out on a true Japanese dining experience today. Katana Japanese Restaurant, where taste meets tradition.
A big thank you to another one of tonight's scoreboard sponsors, Smartway Communications. Local customer service, local infrastructure, and community-minded. That's the smart way to get reliable, affordable internet in Tuscarawas County. Call Smartway at 740-254-8201. Online at thinksmartway.com. Yeah, big thanks to all 5 of our scoreboard sponsors tonight. Keim, Cleveland Clinic Union Hospital, Wendy's, Smartway, Ron's Heating and Cooling, and of course Pangrazio's. Tony, what's going on in this ball game?
Well, it's been a tale of two halves here. Fairless has dominated the clock here. Fairless is still trying to figure out ways to get it going, and it's going to be returned by number 2. It's going to be Jordan Connor.
Jordan Connor in there to return kicks this time. Not bad. Brought it out to about the 35. We'll see where they give him the spot. Maybe the 34. Who knows? They might give him 2 at the 40 again.
But on this drive here, if I'm Claymont, run the ball. They've done a great job running the ball, eating some clock. As far as throwing the ball, make them short, concise routes. The longer drives, the receivers are either running wrong routes or they're just not on the same page with Morrow.
They're going to start out here at the 30 this time. And I'm with you, Tony. I think let's do some runs here if you're the Mustangs. Trying to eat up the rest of this clock, get to halftime, get a score in before halftime.
Now this is going to be the second sideline warning on Claymont, so this will be a penalty on them. Eric Henry is getting in a heated discussion down there.
Yeah, it's definitely a sideline issue. Not gonna penalize them though. So
you know what? I lied. They get 2 warnings now, Jim.
Oh, do they? Okay.
Yes, I lied. I apologize.
All right, so 1st and 10, 5:48 to go here. They're gonna flip it out to Tarakitis, who's gonna try and go right. Got another flag there. Typically indicated a holding, but we'll see. Yep, it's a hold. It's going to be a hold against the Mustangs. That's going to back them up. Mustangs cannot afford a 3 and out here, or even a 6 and out. I mean, they need to take this ball down the field, keep the ball out of the Falcons' hands, get a score in, and get to halftime. Make your adjustments, come back out.
You know, I was just getting ready to say it's been a clean game, only 1 penalty each way, and then there's a hold. So
Right. So Mustangs started on the 30, backed up to the 20 now.
Timeout, Claymont.
Good timeout for Coach Henry. We'll take a timeout, too, right here on your Sports Voice of the Valley.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They're the place to call for industrial, commercial, and residential work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
The T County Boxing Academy is the area's #1 training center for those who are serious about boxing. Serious athletes know that everything they put into their bodies affects their workouts, which is why the T County Boxing Academy offers the industry's best supplements at the best prices for the best workouts possible, including brands like 5% Nutrition. Try their real food protein with low glycemic carbs. If you want to train like the pros, use the supplements pro boxer Sugar Dre Donovan of Yurixville uses. Available at the T County Boxing Academy, located on East High Avenue in New Philadelphia.
And welcome back to Yurixville, Ohio, where the Claymont Mustangs find themselves down 21-6, 5:43 to go here in the second quarter. McMorrow's going to look up the middle and almost got a pass picked off. I don't know if that was even going to be a screen, Tony.
Well, the
trying to find Tarakitis there on a short dropper. Let's take a look at it. There it is on the inside. Boy, I don't know. Just a little bit underthrown, maybe.
Dylan Stevens there, defensive lineman, picked him up early and stuck with him, so that's a great play by that young man.
Nice play defensively. After that holding play, of course, the Mustangs find themselves way back there, 2nd and 20. 5:38 to go. Mustangs losing this one, 21-6. Jim Boose and Tony Pellegrino bringing you the action.
Well, Claymont's lucky they didn't get an illegal substitution there. They had 2 guys run on the field at the same time.
They're getting away with a couple. Nolan McMorrow, he's going to hand it off over here on the left side, this time to Brody Moreland. Well read. Well read by the Falcons. Picked up 3, maybe? It's going to be 3rd and a really long way.
Whatever trick plays you got in the bag, it's about time to start bringing them out. 3rd and long, I don't care what team you are. Those are hard. You know, do you just try to get some of it back and set up a good punt situation? Do you go for a trick play? This is a tough situation, especially back in your own territory.
3rd and 17. McMorrow back. He's got Tarakitis behind him. It's a nice fake. He's got a guy. And they get a big chunk of it back. Like you said, Tony, that's a really nice play to get some of that yardage back. Much better punting position. That's still going to put him back inside their 25 to punt the ball. But it gives him a 4th and 5 shot. You know, do you go for it at this point? I mean, you're down 21-6, 4.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. It's a thought.
I know they're punting here, Jim, but I would have really considered going for it. Just because if they go down 28-6 at the half.
And McMorrow with the punt. They're going to call a fair catch. And there's going to be a flag on this play. Can't bump into the receiving back. They're going to move it forward. Once again, Fairless Falcons going to start with a pretty darn good field position.
So they're going to be in Mustang territory here. We're at the 40, 15 yards, puts them at the 45 of Claymont. So again, in plus territory this time for the Falcons. Not good news for the Mustangs.
Yeah, average starting field position for the Falcons after this one's probably going to put them right around that 50-yard line. And they have, again, without any huge plays, they've marched down the field and put up 21 on the Mustangs here in the first half.
I'm waiting for another trick play or something because now you've got the safeties playing up. You've got 8 guys on that second line here, 3 down linemen and a rover guy. So let's see if Claymont or Fairless throws a trick play here.
So 1st and 10, 4:13 to go in the second quarter. Colucci, a little bit of a broken play, but that's if anybody wants to give a broken play to, give it to Colucci, and he just picks up 8. I don't think that was the plan, but maybe it was.
No, they had a pulling guard and an H-back up through the hole. That was a design quarterback counter. So 9-yard pickup there. 3:48 to go in the half here, Jim, and Claymont is in trouble here.
Good call time by Coach A.J. Sauerbraw. And here's Colucci with a handoff on the inside.
Fumble, ball's on the ground.
And I think it's going to go to Claymont. Jordan Connor lost that rock, I believe. And Mustangs picked it up. That's the turnover they needed. 3:34 to go. The Mustangs are going to get the ball back. And they're going to have 1st and 10 on their own 37-yard line.
That's huge, Jim. Again, Claymont sticking around. They have to do something with one of these advantages here.
So McMorrow looking to pass on 1st down. He's going to go deep. Oh, boy, that's a nice long pass. Almost ran under it. Boy, that's a good arm that time from.
And I tell you what, that ball was thrown. I mean, he literally almost ran right under it. Great throw.
Wow. That was a really nice throw. Nolan McMorrow, sophomore quarterback. And heck of an arm.
That's 2 possessions now where Claymont has had 1 hit off the face mask. I mean, 1 half a step. That's why football's literally a game of inches.
So 2nd and 10 for the Mustangs. Again, trailing this one 21-6. 3:28 to go here in the second quarter. Handoff on the inside to Tarakitas, and he gets kind of wrapped up right away. He's not going to even make it back to the original line of scrimmage. Going to lose a couple. Going to bring up a 3rd and long situation again for the Mustangs.
Loss of 1 there. Claymont just stagnant on offense. Can't get anything going.
Yeah. Couple tough breaks. Couple, balls that should have possibly been caught. And, just a couple tough breaks. So the Mustangs need to push it here. They need to really need this first down and try to run out the half. 21-6 Falcons. Tarakitas beside McMorrow in the backfield. McMorrow drops straight back. Got a guy right open up the middle. There's the first down.
$30 to the 40, 19-yard pickup there on 3rd and long. Huge play.
Yeah, Drew Fox again showing his athleticism. Nice catch and run. Got it to the 49.
How about Morrow staying in the pocket knowing he's going to get hit? That takes a lot of moxie. You know you're getting hit either way.
Yeah, that's a sophomore quarterback.
Took it right on the chin, too.
He's going to get rid of it fast this time. He found Fox again here out of the left side. He's going to pick up another 7 or 8, possibly 9, depending on the
7-yard gain there.
2 minutes left in the ball game here in the first half. Falcons up 21-6. Mustangs looking better on this drive.
I agree. Now you're in 2-minute offense. A screen, a draw, something to start this 2-minute offense. You still have 2 timeouts in your back pocket.
McMorrow's going to pitch to Tarakitas here on the left side. He's going to
make his cuts. Get
past his guy. Nice job. Could have got out of bounds. Stop the clock to move the chains, but 1:37 to go.
Right there. $17-yard run.
Clock is running again here for the Mustangs. About 1:25 to go. Mustangs now on the 31-yard line. McMorrow's going to roll right. He's got Drew Fox. Got to get rid of it.
Smart play.
Smart play. Yep. You can't burn the time. You've got the downs to do it. So it's going to be 2nd and 10.
2 straight heady plays. 1, Tarakitas getting out of bounds. 2, live to play another day. That's 2 heady plays on a very critical drive.
So Mustangs down 21-6. Fairless Falcons looking better than expected, unless you're a Fairless Falcons fan.
Claymont has to find a way here, Jim, to come up with points. A field goal, something, because Fairless gets the ball to start the second half.
Big confidence booster going into halftime if they could get the ball in the end zone, like you say, any way possible to get some points on the board. Tarakitas behind McMorrow. Receiver in motion. Wow. I think we're going to get a little offsides for on the that one was, I think, obvious to the whole gang. So that's going to back them up a little bit. 2nd and 15.
I never understood the band playing when your home team's on offense. You want it quiet.
Right, right.
Still plenty of time here, but I think after this play, Coach Henry needs to consider taking a timeout.
Clock is running. Not sure why the clock is running.
Oh, must have heard me talking.
Not sure why they started that clock again that quickly, but good timeout by Coach Henry. So we'll take one quick timeout too, and we'll be right back for the finish of this first half here in Yorksville, right here on your sports voice of the Valley.
Tired of unreliable internet service and unexpected bill increases? Experience internet another way, the Smart Way. Smart Way Communications is your locally owned and operated high-speed internet provider now serving Dover and New Philadelphia and beyond. Don't get locked into plans with more or less speed than you need. Smart Way is the better way. Local customer service, local infrastructure, and community-minded. That's the Smart Way to get reliable, affordable internet in Tuscarawas County. Call Smart Way at 740-254-8201, online at thinksmartway.com.
Thanks to yet another scoreboard sponsor tonight, Pangrazio's Pizza and Spaghetti House. Jim and Susan Sexton invite you to Pangrazio's to enjoy their famous homemade pizza and spaghetti sauce made from the original Pangrazio recipe. Open Tuesday through Sunday with 2 locations to serve you in downtown Denison and downtown Dover, and online at pangrazios.com. Here we go. The Mustangs need to get the ball down the field. They'll look around to the right side.
Get out of bounds.
And they're going to get the first down and get out of bounds. 46.6 seconds to go. Mustangs trailing in this one 21-6, but look like they're threatening now, Tony.
Again, great. Again, I got to give Claymont a bunch of credit here. 16-yard pickup, but watch this, Jim. First down, now out of bounds.
Smart enough to get to that darn marker and get out of bounds. Stop the clock. Give the Mustangs a little bit of hope here. 46.6 seconds to go here in the second quarter.
Oh, they're going to say he stepped out. I thought he had the first down.
Wow. I
sure looked like it.
Sure did look like it. So it's going to be third and a couple. 4 down territory, of course. Nice play here. Get to the outside. Going to get the first down that time. But that's going to keep the clock running.
What a catch. I don't know how he caught that. That was way behind him.
Yeah, that was a tough catch. Real nice play. Clock is running down to 30 seconds. Now we're going to pitch to Tarakitis on the right side. He's going to get stopped. Got to use that last time out here. Flag will stop the clock. 26.3 seconds to go. Going to get a hold on the Mustangs.
Claymont Beverly Glass is the NFL rules because holding under 2 minutes is either a 10-second runoff or a timeout, which would hurt either way here.
Yeah, either way, you've got troubles. So they're going to push them way back, this time to their 31-yard line. Yardage doesn't matter. They need to get in the end zone.
Still in good shape here, though.
26.3 seconds to go. Only on the 31, Mustangs trailing 21-6 to the Fairless Falcons. Jim Boost, Tony Pellegrino bringing you the action. Thanks for tuning in live stream on YouTube. And another confusing moment here. Somehow they started the clock.
You can't start the clock after a penalty.
No starting the clock after a penalty. Reset. Well, they're going to let the clock get started. I don't know. They're going to get one play. Not sure exactly what's happening here. We're sitting in the press box. So he's going to toss it deep, and nobody there. That's going to bring it down to 3.5 seconds. Not sure exactly what happened there, Tony. They certainly should have reset that clock back to the original 26 seconds. I don't know.
I didn't think that the clock ran after a penalty. But
no, penalty. The clock should start on the snap after a penalty. So I'm not sure why they didn't argue it or.
That's twice that's happened now in the first half.
Twice in the end of this half. So
here, Hail Mary here, trick play.
Yeah, got to get the end zone. Good news is Falcons probably won't score on this play.
Well, true.
You never know though. Colucci's back there, backfield. He could take it and run the other way. So McMorrow's going to go towards the end zone, toss it up in the air, and it's caught.
He's in. He's in. He's in. Unbelievable.
That's incredible.
31-yard touchdown grab.
They're going to give him the touchdown. Wow.
What an unbelievable effort
incredible.
by that's Jordan Connor.
Jordan Connor. Great catch. And then the run after the catch, because he could have been down twice, 2 different guys, and just pretty amazing. I don't know if we could see that replay one more time. They're going to be a timeout.
Unbelievable.
Let's take a look.
Let's
take a look at this play. Here it is. Nice throw by McMorrow. It's up in the air. 2 Falcons there, and what a catch. And then the run after the catch to get back in there. Hey, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have an extra point attempt. And, we'll go to halftime, but come back and join us. This is going to be a fun one in the second half. Right here on your Sports Voice of the Valley.
Wendy's new breakfast 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles let you create your own delicious combo. Choose from a sausage biscuit, egg and cheese biscuit, small seasoned potatoes, and a medium hot coffee. But it's obvious which combo's the best. Sausage biscuit and small seasoned potatoes. Well, maybe it's the fresh cracked egg and cheese biscuit with a medium hot coffee. Or 2 savory sausage biscuits. Whichever you pick, you can't go wrong. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles.
Limited time only. U.S. price and participation may vary. Not valid in a combo. Single item at regular price.
And here we go. The Mustangs are going to go for 2. They need that 2-pointer to get it up there. Nice little pop over the middle. It gets knocked down by a Falcon defense. That's going to do it for halftime. And when we come back, it's going to be a fun one here. Come and join us. 21-12. Mustangs trailing the Fairless Falcons. Halftime in Yerkesville. Right here on your Sports Voice of the Valley.
Craving the exquisite flavors of Japan? Look no further than Katana Japanese Restaurant in Dover. Starting September 6th, indulge in a culinary journey with our lavish lunch and dinner buffet. Delight in daily homemade specials, tantalizing sushi, and an array of authentic Japanese dishes. Conveniently located in the Heritage Square Shopping Center, visit us at 11 a.m. daily except on Tuesdays. Don't miss out on a true Japanese dining experience today. Katana Japanese Restaurant, where taste meets tradition.
There are a lot of steps between conceiving, carrying, and cradling your baby. No matter what stage of motherhood you're in, our team at Cleveland Clinic Union Hospital will be there every step of the way. From your first visit to your first baby, we provide expert care right in the Tuscarawas Valley. Our team partners with each patient to create a custom birthing plan, ensuring the comfort and health of you and your baby. For every care in the world. To learn more or schedule an appointment, visit unionhospital.org/motherhood.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They're the place to call for industrial, commercial, and residential work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
And welcome back to this ball game where it's halftime and the score is Fairless Falcons 21, the Claymont Mustangs 12. Jim Boos and Tony Pellegrino bringing you the action. Thanks for watching on YouTube or through the WJER.com website or however you're watching this ball game. We appreciate you being here. I've heard from lots of people. Thanks for checking in. Tony Pellegrino is working feverishly on the halftime stats. Always a tough thing to do football stats. If you've never done it, it's a toughie, believe me. I've done football, I've done basketball, baseball, softball. Football is by far the hardest. Fairless Falcons band is out there on the field putting on a little show for us. You'll have that for the background noise. Let's try and recap a little bit here. Ball game started with the Mustangs jumping out to a 6-0 lead. Missed extra point, but it was a 66-yard run by Alec Tarakitis, who indeed was, as Tony predicted, one of the fastest guys on the, if not the fastest guy on the field. And so we thought, oh boy, the Falcons might be in a little bit of trouble. Well, starting with really good field position on the 47-yarder, they quickly marched it down the field, methodically marched it down the field, no big plays, and Colucci went in. It's Carson Colucci, 6'2" quarterback for the Fairless Falcons, went in for a 3-yard touchdown. Mustangs got the ball back. A couple plays, had to punt it away. The Falcons got good field position, marched it down the field methodically. Colucci with his second touchdown of the game, made it 14-6 with 11:15 to go in the second quarter. Mustangs got the ball back, did okay, and then had to punt it away. Couldn't get down the field, really couldn't put anything offensively together. So it went back and forth a couple times. And every time the Falcons just seem to get good field position. 47, their own 47-yard line, their own 40-yard line, their own 48-yard line. Mustangs just couldn't push it down the field. And then finally, they even got it once on Claymont's 45-yard line. And they were starting to drive, but then they fumbled the ball. 3:34 to go there in the second quarter. And then the Mustangs did a nice job of bringing the ball back down the field after a 2-yard Stutler run to make it 21-6. But then with a spectacular play right at the end of the second half, 31-yard touchdown toss from McMorrow, Nolan McMorrow, the sophomore quarterback for the Mustangs, to a senior, number 2 Jordan Connor, for a 31-yard touchdown pass. And what a great catch. And a little bit of run because he caught it about the 2. Had to shake a couple guys to get in the end zone. That ended up in our halftime score. Mustangs went for 2 because they wanted to get it to a nice even number of 21-14. But it's 21-12 here in Yerkesville. Fairless band, very entertaining. You get to see them right there in front of you and listen to them, which is even nicer. I always like seeing a little bit of the band at halftime. We're going to take a break. We'll see how Tony's doing with his stats. We'll come back. We'll thank our scoreboard sponsors. Try and get you a few scoreboard updates. My buddy Roger Metzger is keeping me updated here, so I will share those scores when we come back right here on your sports voice of the Valley.
Ron's Heating and Cooling in Denison has been serving this great area since 1977. At Ron's, no matter what your needs, they can handle it. From heating and cooling to standby Generac generators, water heaters, tankless water heaters, mobile home equipment, duct cleaning, and 24-hour no-heat service. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you have to do is call 740-922-5252. Ron's Heating and Cooling proudly supports high school sports and would like to wish best of luck to all local athletes participating this season.
Jim and Susan Sexton invite you to stop in before or after the game to enjoy their famous homemade pizza and spaghetti sauce made from the original Pangrazio recipe. They also feature homemade spaghetti noodles, meatballs, and pizza dough made daily. Try the large special, a large pepperoni and cheese pizza, and large cheese sticks. Pangrazio's Pizza and Spaghetti House, open Tuesday through Sunday with 2 locations to serve you in downtown Denison and downtown Dover.
Twin City Automotive in Yerkesville and Strasburg has the right products at the right price. Get a Charge It battery charger for just $44.99. Super Clean Degreaser is only $7.99. Napa Diesel Exhaust Fluid is just $12.99 for the 2.5-gallon jug. And Valvoline Premium Blue Diesel Engine Oil is only $17.99. Like Don Decker says, there is a difference in auto parts stores.
The big guys take care of their shareholders. We just take care of our customers.
Open weekdays till 6 and Saturdays till 4:30.
In the rolling hills of Holmes County, we tend to do things a bit differently. At Kime, we're in the business of uncommon experiences, and we're here to care for your project like we care for our own. We believe that quality matters and want to help you get it right the first time, because your project deserves it. So visit Kime Home Center, your source and destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. Kime, built on trust since 1911.
Welcome back to Yerkesville, where the Fairless band is wrapping up their halftime performance, and we have a scoreboard update for you. A big thanks to Roger Metzger and Bill Hammerstrom and Kyle Minnis, who are working hard back there in the hallowed halls of WJER to keep us updated, and they're looking forward to bringing you all the scores and highlights after the game tonight. Here's your scoreboard update. Dover leading Indian Valley at halftime, 14-7. New Philly leading Worcester. Last score they had was 15-13. That was the second quarter score. Caraway beating West Muskingum 14-0 second quarter. The score you have here is 21-12 at halftime. Fairless leading the Claymont Mustangs. Martins Ferry is defeating Tusky Valley. How about that one? 21-12. That was second quarter score. There's a big score. Newcomerstown over Conotton Valley, 38-8. That was second quarter. Canton South tied with Sandy Valley. Tony Pellegrino said that's going to be one of the best ball games of the night, and sure enough, it is. Tied 7-7 in second quarter. Malvern leading Harrison Central 14-6. That was the second quarter score. Ridgewood beating Carrollton 13-0 second quarter. That's a nice game for Ridgewood so far. Next up,
Strasburg Tigers.
Strasburg. Okay, so hold on here.
Malvern,
Harrison Central tied. Ridgewood, Carrollton 13-0. Strasburg beating Leetonia 6-0. Good job, Coach Jimmy Morris and the Strasburg Tigers. Lowellville playing Central Catholic tonight and leading them a second quarter score. Casey Cummings' squad down 27-0. Again, the score for you here, 21-12. The Fairless Falcons are leading the Mustangs, but Tony, this game turned around right there at the end of that second quarter, and I think we may have a different ball game. Do you want to talk about that first, or you want to give us a few stats on the ball game?
No, we said this time and time again, and I agree with you. Think about that. 15.9 seconds ago, holding call, your last back, and what an unbelievable effort on that play by Jordan Connor. He got tackled at the 5, spun out of that, spun again, and reached the ball. Unbelievable effort by that young man. Now, granted, they didn't get the 2-point conversion. You're only down 8. You're right back in it. That locker room over here is now jumping for joy. They're in it.
Yep.
And they know
it.
And Fairless is saying, okay, we gave one up. Yeah. But, hey, they can't stop us offensively. So,
right.
And you got to think, Colucci and company get the ball first. So if Claymont can get a stop, after they're going to have a lot of momentum on that offensive side of the football.
Yeah, that's a real key for Claymont coming out of the locker room. I think you're right. They've got to come out and play defense and just kind of punch these guys right in the mouth, get that ball back, and start controlling some of this clock. Coach Sarbaugh, he's ready to pull some other plays out. I have a feeling you're going to see some of the plays that we talked about, the little screens and some of the stuff that he's been able to run successfully. We're going to see more of that in the second half. And Carson Colucci, he's one heck of a player. I mean, we've seen him on offense and on defense make big plays tonight.
Absolutely. I know we'll get to the stats here in a minute, but he is doing a great job. Like you said, he has the only interception on the night for the Falcons. But again, I think he's doing a great job of spreading the ball out to his playmakers. One play the Claymont Mustangs can't stop is that tunnel screen.
Yeah.
And I mark my words, tunnle screen where that receiver blocks. One of these times he's going to fake that block and go, and no one's going to run with him. It's called a jailhouse break. And
it's going to be wide open. Colucci's very accurate out there throwing the ball tonight.
Good ball.
I mean, I know you're going to give us some stats here, but you can just see he's a really strong quarterback. I think McMorrow, I was very impressed with McMorrow's passes too. Other than that one floater that went probably where the receiver was supposed to be, but the receiver wasn't in the right spot, and so it just went right to a Falcon. But other than that, I mean, it's been a really nice ball game for the quarterbacks in this game. And of course, Terkitas, I'm sure you got some numbers there too, but he's having a great ball game too. He's just so fast.
And think the one bounced off the face mask, right? And this one was what? I mean, one more step.
Yeah.
I mean, perfectly placed ball. So, yeah, you're right. Great quarterback play all around.
Yeah. Yep. Very nice. Well, let's take a look at the stats. Have you got some numbers for us?
Absolutely. I'll start with the Fairless Falcons led by Carson Colucci. He is 9 of 10 for 76 yards in the air. Also throwing for them is Cameron Carl. He had 1 for 49 yards. Receiving the ball, for the Fairless Falcons, Cameron Carl, 2 catches for 13 yards. Andy Gill, 1 catch for 12 yards. Gio Moore, 2 catches for 18 yards. And Alan Harrison, 1 catch for 49 yards. And then rushing the ball, Carson Colucci, 9 for 32 yards and 2 touchdowns. Anthony Stutler, 8 carries for 26 yards and a touchdown. And Andy Gill, 1 carry for 11 yards. That gives you 217 yards of total offense.
Wow. Okay.
Great first half for the Fairless Falcons.
Yeah,
and
that's
then when we
real
look
nice.
at the Claymont Mustangs here, McMorrow, nothing to hang his hat on. 10 of 14, 96 yards, a touchdown and an interception. Rushing the ball, Nolan McMorrow, 3 rushes for -8 yards. Unfortunately, the sack go against his rushing yards. Number 3, Brody Moreland, 1 carry for 1 yard. Alec Terrakitis, though, 7 carries, 106 yards and a touchdown. And then receiving the ball for the Mustangs, Jordan Connor, 1 catch for 31 yards and that huge touchdown before the half. Devin Whitman, a huge catch on that 3rd down to extend that drive on that 2-minute drill. And then Drew Fox, 4 catches for 49 yards, 195 total yards for the Mustangs. So as stagnant as they were offensively, they put up big numbers.
Yeah, that's pretty darn. That's pretty darn impressive for them to come back and actually put that kind of numbers on the board. Just watching the ball game, and I'm not keeping the stats. I'm not really quietly paying attention to the stats, but not really, adding them up or even jotting down notes on that. So to be it's 194 to 217 at halftime?
Yeah, and to be honest, how one-sided it was. You take away that last drive, and it's probably 217 to 130, maybe.
Sure. Yeah. Oh boy. So I think we've got the setup for a really nice ball game. We'll see what happens. I think we're going to be able to figure it out kind of early when they come out, and we'll see what Fairless can do. See if the Claymont defense comes out to play. I agree with you. They're fired up in that locker room. I mean, they're really, really excited, and the coach is telling them, stay poised, and they have been. I mean, that's one of the things, some of the plays where the guys got out of bounds. Even at the end there where there was some clock play. I don't know what happened there with the clock. It doesn't really matter because they got the touchdown anyway. But, nobody seemed to get upset about that. Coach Henry did get upset. There was certainly probably 20 seconds missing off the clock that needed to be put back on. Didn't matter. They went down there and scored. And they're poised. They're not jumping out of it. And you don't see them there's been no roughing penalties or anything like that. I mean, it's been a really clean ball game. A couple offsides, you always see that's encroachment here or there, that kind of thing. But nothing. A couple holdings, you're always going to see that in the high school level too, because that's just whether they call it or not. You could call every high school game. You could call holding on every single play. I'll guarantee it. It's just whether or not they call it. If it was too extravagant, too much for the referee to let go. So, clean ball game so far. Mustangs are in it.
The thing that stuck out to me, it's got to be that 2-minute drive. Nolan McMorrow, poised. How about Alec Tarakitis and Brody Moreland running out of bounds? That's 30 seconds you lose if you and you don't score.
Right.
And McMorrow on that big third down, he took that shot right in the chops, stood there and great play.
Isn't that something?
The catch by Whitman on third down might be the biggest play. Behind his body, contorted, brought it in, and still controlled it.
Had to have that first down.
Had to have
needed
it.
That.
Yes,
and
I
so,
agree.
Yeah, McMorrow, nice plays, and his receivers want to catch the ball, and they're going right to him. So, I mean, it's been a really good half for the Mustangs after I thought maybe they're going to be a little trouble.
2 sacks, that's it for the game.
Okay.
So one of the things I was worried about, both the lines have held up. 2 sacks, that's it.
Wow, that's pretty impressive. I'm probably the most impressed with McMorrow. I knew Tarakitis was going to be good. I knew Colucci was going to be good. But to see McMorrow stand and have that much poise, he's a sophomore. This kid was a freshman last year. I didn't even know if they played the ball game. I don't know that answer. He might have. But, boy, he looked solid back there today.
Good decision making, minus the one throw over the middle where he was going one way, he went the other. But you take that one throw away, he'd be 11 of 14. Well, and 2 drop. He could be 13 of 14.
Right.
So, but yeah, great first half for the young sophomore.
Yep. Tarakitis, as good as advertised for sure. They are keying on him, so they've caught him a couple times. He has broken a couple. Obviously broke the big one, 66 yards. But stay tuned for him. He's not done. He's got plenty of fuel in the tank for him. He's not tired. You don't see him.
And one of the things I forgot to bring up, Coach Henry told us, Dane Fawcett, one of their playmakers, was hurt and is out here for a couple weeks. So the Mustangs are down a weapon. But, hey, he didn't make any excuses in the pregame, and other players are stepping up in his absence.
The players are stepping up, and I've been impressed with the Falcons' offensive play calling. I think he's really done a nice job of mixing things up. He does put a lot of movement into that offense, and I think you're right. We're going to see some different plays here in the second half.
Defensively for the Mustangs, I know the 3-4 is this funky style, but I think with a quarterback like Carson Colucci, you have a safety coming up being like a rover outside backer. You have to because of his athletic ability. So it'd be interesting to see if they mix up a little bit, maybe go more zone, maybe man-to-man, because the problem with man-to-man is everyone's turning around and facing their backs. They're not looking at Colucci. So it's kind of a darn if you do, darn if you don't.
Yeah, that's the tough defensive call when you have a quarterback that's that talented and that can run the ball that well and can run away from defensive linemen that probably aren't nearly as fast as he is. So it's going to be a good one. We got about 2.5 minutes left here at during the halftime. Tony, what else do we want to talk about? We want to say thanks to our keyboard or our scoreboard sponsors. I always say keyboard sponsors, but our scoreboard sponsors: Keim, Cleveland Clinic, Union Hospital, Wendy's, Smartway Communications, Ron's Heating and Cooling, Pangrazio's. Wendy's, of course, you want to stop at your Wendy's on the way home after the ball game. And if you're at home watching the ball game, maybe you could run out after the ball game and go get a quick Frosty. Do they still have those strawberry Frosties?
I love strawberry.
Oh my gosh, were those good! I haven't had as many Frosties as I had this summer, and they were all strawberry. I haven't had a chocolate Frosty now for, I don't know, maybe I'll have to get one this winter. We'll see. But also big thanks to Ron's Heating and Cooling. Ron's Heating and Cooling is in Denison. Call Ron's today for all your heating and cooling needs. Tankless water heaters, duct cleaning. You know how important duct cleaning is for your dryer? I mean, there's big fires going to happen if you don't get that taken care of. 24-hour no-heat service. Ron's Heating and Cooling, serving the area since 1977. Boy, you were far from being born in 1977. I was at least born back in 1977.
I was not.
Best of luck to all local athletes participating this season from Ron's Heating and Cooling. We're going to take one more quick break, and we'll be back for the start of the second half. Again, the score here, 21-12. Fairless Falcons are leading the Claymont Mustangs. Thanks for joining us right here on York Sports Voice of the Valley.
Subway is upping their game with the All-Star Subway Series menu.
Like number 16, the All-Pro Sweet Onion Teriyaki, a new twist on an old favorite.
Or number 18, the new Ultimate BMT with salami, pepperoni, and Black Forest ham, topped off with extra provolone.
And all of the new Subway Series subs are piled with cheese and fresh, tasty toppings.
I can't wait to try them all.
It's the Subway Series menu, Subway's tastiest menu yet.
Tired of unreliable internet service and unexpected bill increases? Experience internet another way, the Smart Way. Smart Way Communications is your locally owned and operated high-speed internet provider, now serving Dover and New Philadelphia and beyond. Don't get locked into plans with more or less speed than you need. Smart Way is the better way. Local customer service, local infrastructure, and community-minded. That's the Smart Way to get reliable, affordable internet in Tuscarawas County. Call Smart Way at 740-254-8201, online at thinksmartway.com.
Welcome back to Yorksville, Ohio, where the Mustangs are trailing in this one at halftime, 21-12. Jim Boose and Tony Pellegrino bringing you all the action, thanks to another one of our tonight's scoreboard sponsors, Smartway Communications. Local customer service, local infrastructure, and community-minded. That's the smart way to get reliable, affordable internet in Tuscarawas County. Call Smartway at 740-254-8201 and online at thinksmartway.com. Well, you can see the players coming back on the field. As Tony and I were talking about, I'm sure these Mustangs are all fired up. They're pumped up at halftime. Only one down 21-12. Could have been a lot worse. Tony gave you the stats. I was pretty impressed with the fact that the yardage on both squads was so close, 194 yards for the Mustangs and 217 yards for the Falcons. The Falcons are going to get the rock first here in the second half. They're going to be moving from the left side of your screen to the right side. We don't have to talk about it like we're on the radio now. We could just say, hey, check out your screen. Right there they are.
That is true.
Captains are coming back off the field. Falcons are going to receive from the west end zone or somewhere in that side of the field. Mustangs have a tough order right here at the beginning. They need to get a stop.
But here's the thing. I want to say this early. If I'm Coach Henry, let's say you get a stop and you score, you do not have to point chase. And what I mean, don't continually go for two, because that could really put you in a hole at the end of the game. Just take your one. You're still only down one. But eventually you will have to chase the points. But early in the second half, you don't have to chase the points.
Get the ball, score the touchdown, kick the extra point.
That's what I mean. Don't
take the 7. Don't worry about it. I got the point right there before halftime. They were kind of all
that's different. I understand.
Yeah, you got to go for that one. But from this point on, take the touch and kick it. So, second half, gosh, what else are we going to see from these coaches? You know, it was really nice to go down and talk to both those guys on the field, young guys that are coaching. Coach Sarbaugh, all dressed up, shirt and tie, nice vest on. Coach Henry, always well-spoken, really nice to hear from him. And these guys are so welcoming. You know, we walk out there in the field, they don't really know who we are. They figure we're somebody. Right. But, so, you know, we just had a nice little interview with them, and they're that's what's leading the youth of today. And if that's what's happening, I'm really, really happy and excited for the youth.
You know what, AJ, he reminded me of Coach P.J. Fleck from Minnesota.
Yes.
Vest, shirt and tie. I mean, that's very professional. I really like it. And very well spoken, both guys. But I appreciate them giving us time. I've spoken with Coach Henry, last couple of years, always willing to give us time. And how about Coach Sauer? Just as shocked as I was, he had no clue we covered him, even though they're outside of our zone.
Yeah,
so
we know a lot more about him than he knew about us.
That's true, yeah. Sure. So we'll have to tell our sports director.
But very fun. He said, you know what? Here, I'll make sure you guys get stats from this point on. So Willie and the boys back in the Howlett Halls, you're going to be getting stats. So Bill Hammerstrom, lots of stats for you, buddy.
Oh, yes.
All right, kicking off for the Mustangs. Who's kicking off for the Mustangs?
Number 30.
Ashton Cox. No. It was. Is that Ashton Cox? No. How about Trenton Cole? Anyway, Falcons are going to get the ball out to about the 35-yard line.
Is that their worst starting field position? Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, second worst. Oh, yeah, second worst. They had one other one back a little bit farther. But, so they're going to start here in the second half at the 35-yard line. Still pretty darn good.
Gio Moore in the H-back position.
Carson Colucci in the shotgun. Going to fake it. Roll left. He got his man.
Good.
Just going to say, we haven't said Gio Moore's name for a little while. Gio Moore with a catch and advance, got about 11 yards.
And it's a good block peeling back by Anthony Moore, I do believe. But good job not getting a penalty called on him on the peel back.
That's a tough spot to be out there, because that defender's right there. You could easily go get him, but that's going to get you a penalty. So another 1st and 10 for the Falcons. Cameron Carl in motion. He stops. Colucci's going to keep this one himself. Go right up the middle. Going to pick up 2 or 3. Let's give him 3. Going to make it to midfield for the Falcons. Just getting started here in the second half. 11 minutes to go in the second quarter. Falcons leading this one 21-12. Jim Boose and Tony Pellegrino giving you the action. Hey, this is the first time you and I have actually worked on the air together.
That is true.
We've done a few other things on the air, but not like an actual game like this. So enjoy having you here with me.
Absolutely.
And leading the way with all your football knowledge. Carson Colucci again back in the shotgun. This time he's going to send Andy Gill in motion. Similar looking play. Let's see if they run him up the middle again. No, there's going to toss. A little right. Of course, that's Anthony Stutler. Already scored 1 touchdown tonight. He's going to take it for about 7. One of the Mustangs. Looks like they got a stinger there. Devin Whitman with a little neck pain.
That's 2 straight. Both teams have run the option now, and actually really well.
Isn't that funny?
I very seldom see an option play in high school, and both teams have ran it today. One thing, though, that Claymont's got to be wary of, watch when they line up here. They've got 7 guys 10 yards within 10 yards of the line of scrimmage, and Devin Fox is the only guy deep. You got to be careful of that on sucker plays.
Colucci's going to run it to the left, pick up the first down with ease. Up to the 41-yard line of the Mustangs. Here's that slow, methodical play by the Falcons again, right out of the box. No trick plays, nothing fancy from Coach Sarbaugh.
And what's hard is if you're the end man on line of scrimmage there, that was their jumbo package. So you're going to have a pulling guard, 2 H-backs coming. It's almost virtually impossible to keep your outside arm free. So you just do the best you can and just try to hold your ground.
Linebackers have to fill.
Absolutely.
And get into the spots, and it's hard. It's hard on that read. So here's Colucci. He's going to spin and look right this time. Nice play by the Falcons. Going to get another 9-10 out of that one. Going to be close to another first down. See where the mark is.
9 yards.
We must say Coach Sarbaugh and Coach Henry both had fathers that were coaches. So I think they had good leaders. Didn't they both have fathers that were coaches? And so they had good examples of men in leadership positions in their lives. Classy guys. Here's the Falcons.
Oh, you can't give up the edge.
Time to Stutler.
He's gone.
And he might get up the right side, and he's going to have to take a 1 hit. I think he's got to get in the end zone.
He's
Stutler with a 32-yard run.
Watch this cutback, Jim, right? Boom, there. Foot in the ground. Good job on the backside of blocking. It's so important. I know it's one thing to hear about in camp, but sustain the backside blocks, but that's why. Great cut by Stutler there. 1 cut, and he was in. So that's a great job on the backside.
A couple Mustangs had their hands on him, just couldn't quite slow him down enough to make an impact on him. So right out of the chute here, Brett Rinko going for his 4th extra point of the night. 27-12, 9:09 in the third quarter. And the Falcons are looking to go up by 16 here. Injured Mustang down. He's back up off the sidelines. Looks like he's going to be okay, maybe twisted ankle. Here's the kick. And it's good. 28-12. Falcons. Mustangs get the ball after this when we come back right here on your sports voice of the Valley.
Anyone can improve their balance, hand-eye coordination, discipline, footwork, endurance, and cardio with boxing classes at the T County Boxing Academy on East High Avenue in New Philadelphia. Stop in, call, or text to get the same animal and 5% nutrition sports supplements used by pro boxer Sugar Dre Donovan, featuring the all-new 5% pre-workout RTD known as Kill It. Follow the T County Boxing Academy on Facebook for training videos and product reviews. The T County Boxing Academy, where serious athletes train.
And we're back in Yerkesville. Fairless scores one right out of the gate here, Tony. That's not what the Mustangs wanted to see.
No, it wasn't, but the attitude and the body language on the sidelines, nobody slumped down. They're still in it.
Yep.
You get a score, get a point. You just got to make 2 critical stops in the second half, and you can't shoot yourself in the foot with penalties and turnovers.
Let's see what the coaches who were right beside us over in the next press box, let's see what they came up with at halftime for the adjustments. They were up here, and they could see all this stuff from up here. There's some adjustments been made. We'll see what the Mustangs come out with. Back deep, of course, probably going to be Moreland and Tarakitis.
Hit the lane.
That one's Moreland, I believe. Yeah, Brody Moreland, nice return. Brought it out to about the 35. Good starting position for the Mustangs here in the second half.
Now that's their best starting field position. That is.
Isn't that funny? Yeah, that was almost their worst, and now this is the Mustangs' probably best. So 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. We'll see what Nolan McMorrow, sophomore, quarterback for the Mustangs. Alec Tarakitis and the rest of the Mustang gang. Let's see what they can do to march the ball right back down the field. 9:02 in the third quarter. Mustangs trailing 28-12. Oh, they're going to loose ball. Looks like the Falcons may come up with it. That was kind of a
and Fairless got it.
Handoff from the beginning. I'm not sure if maybe McMorrow just didn't have a good grip on the ball when he went to hand it off.
It was supposed to be a fake. Looking at McMorrow's reaction there.
Yep. He kind of took it from him. So we're going to see. Either way, it's going to be Falcons' ball. And now even their most important, best field position of the game, the Claymont 36-yard line.
This is a critical, 16 points you're down. This is a critical juncture for Claymont early in the second half. You've got to bend, not break here. You're going to give up yards, and that's fine.
Big push by the defense that time. We're going to send it down the left side, and nicely thrown ball that time by Colucci. But it's I'm predicting a hold. There's a real nice defensive push that time by the Mustangs.
That was a good ball. That was right in the breadbasket.
It was.
To
Yep,
Stutler.
that could have been
He
caught.
just didn't catch it.
That could have been caught. Colucci's got nice range. Just got a nice touch on that ball. I put it right in there. So it's going to be 1st and 20. Knock them back a little bit to their own, Claymont 46-yard line. Still 8:51 to go here in the third quarter. Falcons are leading at 28-12. Colucci in shotgun. He's going to look outside. Now he's going to look for that little screen again.
Good tackle.
Well read that time. Brody Moreland with the... I'm not sorry. That wasn't Brody Moreland. That was Andy Gill.
Good job of shedding the block. Because that's one-on-one, so that's a good job of shedding the block and coming out. That's a 5-yard reception there.
Falcons get 5 back. Going to be 2nd and 15 from the 46-yard line of the Mustangs. Harrison wide right. Colucci.
Nice tackle.
Hands off to Stutler in the backfield. Ankle tackle. Great inside pursuit that time. A great open tackle. Just grabbed that ankle.
Great job. See, defensive line is a very underrated position because a lot of times they just plug gaps, let the safeties and linebackers plug and get their tackles. But on plays like that where you can shoot the gap when they're pulling across your face, great play.
Braylon Mullen with that great play.
Yes, it was.
Also a sophomore.
We got equipment oh, Terkitis is tying his shoe.
Terkitis needs those shoes tied. Well, he probably doesn't need them to still run very fast, but if he wants to run as fast as he probably wants them tied. Clock's running, 7:20 to go here in the third quarter.
Wow.
Another catchable ball dropped by the time Stutler.
Just what the doctor ordered. Huge stop after the turnover. So, again, this is the game Claymont needed. A lot of adversity off a turnover. Great second going into halftime with a touchdown. So they're hanging in there, though, Jim. They're
nice
hanging around.
Nice defensive stand that time by the Mustangs. Pushed them back, caused that hold on that first play with a very catchable ball. But that big defensive surge, they made them hold, and here we are. Falcons have to put it away.
Good
short punt.
That's a good punt.
Fair catch by the Mustangs. They're going to get first down inside their own 20. Long way to march, but if there's ever a time to put together a sustained drive, 7:12 to go here in the third quarter. Mustangs need to put something together.
But you know what? As a quarterback, running back, you have to be like a receiver after a turnover. Act like it didn't happen. You've got to get it out of your head. It's a new drive.
They've showed a lot of poise thus far. McMorrow's going to toss left to Terkitis. He's going to come to the sideline, push up, get a couple, maybe 5.
We'll give him 4. A good sustained drive here, 3, 4, 5-minute drive here. Get it to within 8 or 7. I think that's what the doctor ordered right here.
Terkitis gave him 4, so it's going to be 2nd and 6. Marlin shotgun, hands off to the right. Terkitis going to try to get around the corner, and if he does,
wow,
he's got the speed to get there. Nice pickup that time of about 15 or
That's a
20.
17-yard gain.
Yep, nice job. Terkitis gets him a first down. A little farther up the field. Under 7 minutes to go here now in the third quarter. Mustangs trailing this one 28-12. Nice long drive here to take some time off the clock, get down the field, score the ball. 28-19. That's a much better score. Here's McMorrow with a quick flip out to the right side. Brody Moreland makes a nice cut. Back into the field.
14-yard pass.
Nice catch and run that time by Moreland. Got tripped up underneath.
But what I like about the Claymont receivers, and this is hard to coach, on a quick hitch, catch the ball and just turn. Don't try to be fancy. Just get as many yards as you can. Good job again by unselfish receivers blocking downfield.
Yeah, they're doing a nice job. I think they're well coached with downfield blocking. I agree with you. Here's McMorrow. He's got Terkitis standing direct behind him. And they're going to take it himself up the left side. Nice cut up the field. Picked up a 7.
Great carry.
Getting further into Falcon territory now.
Tell you what, he's a really good decision maker for as young as he is.
Because that's a sophomore, only in his 3rd game.
Because a lot of young players there would have pitched that ball, even though 2 defenders, and that's what I mean. Right. Cover the ball up, 2 hands, and just get. That was a great call, great play by him.
They did give him 7, so make it 2nd and 3. Oh, big pressure that time by the Falcons. They're going to catch him way behind the line of scrimmage, and they're going to probably get a tag on a holding call on top of that.
No, I think we're maybe a face mask on the tackle. A couple of Claymont guys are reaching for the face mask penalty.
It is.
Oh, wow,
Indeed,
that's huge.
A face mask. Huge turnaround. Good call, Tony. So that's going to give him an automatic first down.
So you go from losing 6 yards to a first down. That's a big momentum swing.
Good defensive pressure that time by the Falcons to push up in that middle. But, yeah, somebody inadvertently, I'm sure, grabbed McMorrow's face mask. So that's going to give him a first down inside the 40, about the 37-yard line. 5 minutes, 10 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Mustangs trailing this one 28-12, but on the move. McMorrow with Tarakitas in the backfield. Mason Bailey in motion.
That's it. There it is. That's what I was going to say.
Interference.
He got there way early.
So that's going to give the Mustangs a little even better field position. Yeah, he got there a little bit early, Tony.
There's 20 yards in penalties.
Yeah.
That has helped sustain this drive for Claymont.
Another first down for the Mustangs. Now they're down to the 22-yard line. Clock is down to just under 5 minutes. McMorrow over talking to Coach Henry. Let's bring the guys up to the line. He's got Tarakitas behind him. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Hand off to Tarakitas on the inside. Pushes all the way inside the 10, down to the 6-yard line. Tarakitas has got wheels. He's running past guys that are reaching backwards for him.
22 down to the 8, so 16-yard run. I mean, he's hard to bring down.
So give Tarakitas another 16 big ones. First and goal from the 8 now for the Mustangs. 4:40 to go here in the third quarter, trailing the Falcons 28-12. McMorrow still in the shotgun. He's got Tarakitas behind him. Going to hand it off to the inside. Falcons cover it better this time. He hesitates, gets inside the 5, still driving. He's going to be real close to the goal line. Wow.
Unbelievable effort.
Yeah,
I'm going to make a reference to a lot of people that aren't going to understand. That's a good job of what's called the pogo drill. Watch this, Jim. He's hit here. He puts his arm down right here. Wait for it. Boom, pogo. Get yourself back up, and he got 3 more yards. Great individual
Almost got
effort.
in that end zone. Great run by the senior, Alec Tarakitas.
You got to give it to him again, right?
So we're going to go up under Sendo McMorrow this time, and he's going to try and push it across. No signal yet. There's the signal. Mustang touchdown. 28-18, 3:51 to go. So with 3:51 to go, McMorrow keeps it on a keeper, pushes across the goal line.
Oh, Coach Henry made the call. They're going for 2, Jim.
Okay. We'll see if Coach Henry pulls a fast one on us and switches out, goes for the, nope, he is going to go for 2. So 28-18 currently.
Get your playmakers on the edge here. A jet sweep to Moreland or Tarakitas. That's what I would do. Get your playmakers in space.
He's so much faster. Let's see what he does. Nope, he's going to move it around. Look at that defensive pressure. Wow. That was an all-out blitz. Wow. All right, 28-18 is our score. We got 3:51 to go in the third quarter. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this message right here on your sports voice of the Valley.
Ron's Heating and Cooling in Denison has been serving this great area since 1977. At Ron's, no matter what your needs, they can handle it. From heating and cooling to standby Generac generators, water heaters, tankless water heaters, mobile home equipment, duct cleaning, and 24-hour no heat service. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you have to do is call 740-922-5252. Ron's Heating and Cooling proudly supports high school sports and would like to wish best of luck to all local athletes participating this season.
After the inside score by the quarterback, Nolan McMorrow, for the Mustangs, the score is now 28-18. Mustangs kicking off to the Falcons. Falcons bring it right up the middle. Mustangs are going to get him down right about midfield. Again, that fantastic starting field position for the Fairless Falcons. 3:43 to go here in the third quarter. The Mustangs took it right down the field, Tony, and really sweet drive. Really, really nice drive. Exactly what they needed. Got it back 28-18. They're down 10. They're definitely in this ball game.
Yeah, what was that, a 4.5 minute drive? I mean, just like we said, you needed that. Give your defense a breather here. Now let's see if they can make another stand here.
Did a nice job against Fairless to get the ball back and drag it all the way down the field. Here's Colucci in shotgun. He's going to hand it off. Nope, nice fake on the inside. Does the keeper, picks up 8 or 9. That Anthony Stutler fake to the left is pretty convincing.
It is, and he's done such a good job on the ground here, but this is a really tough play for a defensive end because Colucci will just stretch, and he's going to wait for him to commit one way or another.
So it's going to be 2nd and 1 for the Falcons. Now into Claymont territory on the 47-yard line. Colucci and Stutler in the backfield. Going to hand it off to Stutler this time. He's going to go right, pick up the first down. Fairless first down on the 41-yard line of the Claymont Mustangs.
Five-yard pickup there on 2nd and short. Fairless is in no hurry coming out of these huddles, haven't they? They're really running the play clock down before every snap.
2:30 to go on the game clock here in the third quarter. Colucci rolls left, has a man. Nice little run after the catch. That's Gio Moore. Another nice athlete over on that Falcon sideline. Pickup of about 8, maybe 9. Another 2nd and 1 for the Falcons. Clock just about to hit 2 minutes. Mustangs trailing by 10, 28-18. They need to stop here, Tony.
Yeah, and Fairless does just such a good job of mixing it up, leading up into the hole with the H-back, then run him in the flat. So,
timeout, Coach Henry. We're going to take a timeout. We'll come right back right after this, and we'll come right back right after this with a timeout on the field, right here on your sports voice of the Valley.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They're the place to call for industrial, commercial, and residential work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
And we're back in Yerkesville, having a little technical difficulty with one of the cameras. So you actually have to listen to us do the play-by-play instead of watching the ball game. Let's set the scene for you. It is 2nd and 1 for the Falcons, and we're in Claymont territory. They're down to the 31-yard line of the Mustangs. Colucci in the backfield. Finally got Stutler back there with him. Colucci's going to keep it himself, pick up the first down off the left side. He's going to get about 7 or 8 on that one inside the 25-yard line of the Mustangs. 1:47 to go. The Mustangs are trailing in this one, 28-18 I almost called them the Atlanta Falcons. The Fairless Falcons. Goodness gracious. First down for the Falcons. Down to the 22-yard line. That's a healthy spot for the Falcons. Colucci lined up in the shotgun. He's got Stutler beside him. They send Cameron Carl in motion. Haven't heard his name for a while.
Nice
Colucci's
cut.
going to keep it again. He's going to cut back to the left. He's going to try and get around the corner. I think he did, and he got out of bounds. Got the first down, so he's probably down around the 10-yard line. 1:15 to go in the third quarter. 28-18, the Falcons leading the Mustangs. Time for the Mustang defense to step up here, Tony.
Well, right now, Carson Colucci's literally taking over. That's 2 straight, calling his own number. And, I mean, right now, if I'm Claymont, is he keeping it? Is it going to Stutler? Is it going to Carr? Is it going to Moore in the flat? I mean, they really have their hands full trying to figure this offense out.
Nice job, Coach Sauerbaugh, to mix up the play calling. Colucci in the backfield. In the shotgun, put a man in motion. They're going to hand off to Stutler this time. He's going to do the same thing, cut around that left corner. They called Colucci out before the first down, so that was another 2nd-1 play. First down, Falcons.
4-yard gain there.
They're going to give him a first down about the, that must be inside. First and goal from the 10-yard line. So, 1st and 10, 1st and goal. 55 seconds now to go here in the third quarter. You're right, Tony. Boy, they're doing a nice job of taking time off that game clock with the play clock. Colucci's smart quarterback. He's got to get this one snapped, though. He's going to keep himself. He's rolling to the right. Nice pursuit that time by the Mustangs. But he's going to get around the corner. He is fast. Going to get almost down to the 5-yard line. 32 seconds here to go in the third quarter. Falcons leading the Mustangs 28-18. He may have picked up half of that. Nope, they're going to call him out about the 8-yard line. So it's going to be second. Well, they're going to call it the 7 now. So 2nd and 7. Even though
he ran for about 45 yards there to get 3.
He did. 2nd and 7. Even though it looks like the ball's on the 8-yard line, I'm not sure why it would be 2nd and 7. So that's what the scoreboard says. That's what we'll tell you. Colucci in the shotgun. Stutler on the move to the right. He's looking in the end zone.
Good play.
Nice defensive play that time by the Mustangs. Brody Moreland with yet another strong defensive play. He's a strong defensive back.
And these are 3 key plays in the red zone to boot the most important play area of the field. Big play here. Can Claymont get a stop? You figure if you can hold them to 3 yards or less, then you make Coach Sauerbaugh's got a tough decision to make. Do you go for it or you take the points?
Yeah, it's almost a chip shot field goal at that point, but you're right, Tony, if they can keep him out of the end zone. So it's 3rd and 8. They're not calling it 3rd and 8 from the 8. And Colucci's back to pass. Good pressure this time by the Mustangs. They're not going to get him. There's a nice little flipper.
Wide open.
Exactly what he needed to do. Found the Gio Moore there in that right flat, which is right across the end zone line. So another touchdown for the Falcons. Gio Moore with an 8-yard TD. 34 to 18 prior to the PAT. 20.6 seconds to go into third quarter, and that's a tough one for the Mustangs.
And honestly, he held the ball for probably 6, 7, 8 seconds, but Colucci made that play by sucking the defense up there. So yes, they gave up a touchdown. That's a hard one to hold your water that long as a corner.
Almost a little jump pass, almost Tim Tebow-like that he brought him over there. And so anyway, the kick by the Falcons is good. The score now is 35 to 18. And we're going to keep it right here. We've still got a little technical difficulty with one of our cameras here Tony. So it's back. It's like we're back on the radio. So thank you again for all you people that are listening. And I've just heard from a couple other people. Thanks for tuning in. That's awesome. Yeah, this is a good ball game. And a couple scores here, a couple missed plays here. The Mustangs were right in this thing. I mean, they're still not out of it. There's a whole quarter of football to play. But they've got to come up with some ways to stop that defense at Colucci. I mean, he's just good.
Colucci and Gio Moore in the second half. And like I said, Coach Sauerball does a great job of those 4 guys on offense who's getting the play, and Colucci can just make things happen. So, again, you're still in the game here. Get a score here, another sustained drive here from Claymont, and you're right back in it.
20.6 seconds to go. The Falcons kicking off. Moreland and Terrakitas deep. Looks like it's going to be Moreland picks this one up, and he's going to go up the right side, getting some yardage. Nice run back here. He's to the 40, almost to the 50. Going to be down at the 49-yard line for the Mustangs. Great return. And we've got our camera back. Fantastic job by the crew from Claxon Communications, working hard behind the scenes to give you live action shots of this. These guys are true professionals, and they're here early and they stay late and do a fantastic job. Thanks to Casey Claxon and that gang for bringing you this image. Jim Boos and Tony Pellegrino bringing you the action here from Yerkesville, and 11.8 seconds after that run back by Moreland. And let's see what the Mustangs can do here. Tomorrow. Going to hand off to Terrakitas. They're going to find him right about the line of scrimmage. They gave him to at the 50-yard line, by the way, after that kickoff return. That's going to do it for the end of the third quarter. When we come back, we're going to have the fourth quarter of action. Let's see what these Mustangs can put together, see if they get a drive down the field. We'll be right back after this. 35-18, 1 quarter to go here in Yerkesville. Thanks for joining us right here on your sports voice of the Valley.
There are a lot of steps between conceiving, carrying, and cradling your baby. No matter what stage of motherhood you're in, our team at Cleveland Clinic Union Hospital will be there every step of the way. From your first visit to your first baby, we provide expert care right in the Tuscarawas Valley. Our team partners with each patient to create a custom birthing plan, ensuring the comfort and health of you and your baby for every care in the world. To learn more or schedule an appointment, visit unionhospital.org/motherhood.
Tonight's scoreboard sponsor, Pangrazio's Pizza and Spaghetti House. If you haven't been there lately, wow, is that good. You were just there on Wednesday and had some, didn't you? Pangrazio's?
Absolutely. Thank you to Jim and Susan Sexton. Great food. I love their cheese sticks.
Oh, their pies are wonderful. I mean, really, really, and they have the best servers around. They're really, really good people.
Yeah, I've been to their house. I'm good friends with their one niece, but great people and great restaurant.
So here's McMorrow. He's going to look into the flat. There's Moreland. Offense and defense. Another first down for the Mustangs. That's exactly what they needed to get this drive started. Just underway here in the fourth quarter. Mustangs trailing this one 35-18, but watch out for the Mustangs. Looks like I have some offensive spirit.
Yet again, I can't express to you how much that is. Catch a hitch and just turn. Notice they don't even try to look inside. He knows he's got a receiver out there to block, and he picked up a first down. He picked up 6 more yards after the catch.
Great play by Brody Moreland that time after the nice return of the kickoff. Here's McMorrow. He's looking for Terrakitas. Got him on the right side. Terrakitas got found after a couple 3-yard gain. Falcons are keying on him, Tony. That's a weapon that they're used to seeing, and so they're starting to key on him pretty well. Even though he's got 160 yards rushing, they're starting to really watch him.
I'm curious if in the playbook they have it where they do that toss sweep, if he can throw it. Because, boy, that would be wide open.
Yep, so they were coming. Let's keep an eye out for that. 11 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Mustangs trailing the Falcons 35-18. McMorrow with the shotgun. He's got a quick slot out
nice
to
ball.
Drew
Face
Fox.
Mask. Man, missed that one.
Let's see if we get a replay on this. Yeah, Drew Fox with a wide open, nice catch and turn. Third and short. Going to be about 1 yard. They're on the about the 31-yard line. Okay, they're going to put him on the 30, so they're going to get to the 29 for the first down. 10:31 to go in the fourth. Here's McMorrow. We're going to get a little false start that time on the Mustangs.
Should be on Drew Fox in the slot, a receiver.
Just a little timing thing. It's still only the third game of the season. And so those are the kind of calls you see in these early games. It's all about a quarterback's cadence and when the ball's going to get snapped. And if they're used to having the cadence a little quicker, then they're going to jump. So that'll back them up 5, make it 3rd and 6 from the 34-yard line. Still going to get to the 29, so I'm not sure how that math works. But that's what's on the scoreboard. So 10 minutes to go. Mustangs trailing 35-18. Here's handoff. Coming around the corner with Tarakitis. He's got to get another couple yards. Nice tackle that time. Big Dylan Stevens, defensive lineman for the Falcons. Nice cut back here. Got his yardage. Should get the mark. We'll see what they give him. They gave him
just short.
Kind of a poor mark. Going to be 4th and 1 at this point. Coach Henry's got to go for this. They need the first down. They need the points. The clock is starting to become their enemy. 9:30 to go. McMorrow gets that one across easily. Going to be first down for the Mustangs.
You know, that play right there, I'm going to age myself here. You can thank Reggie Bush and Matt Leinart for that play, but you remember that against Notre Dame when they won the national title. They did that play in South Bend, and they've allowed it ever since. The running back being able to push the quarterback. I know I'm making myself sound old here.
I know, but
ever since then, so thank them for plays like this at the high school level.
Yeah, and it works.
You can't stop it.
First down and 10 from the 27. Here's McMorrow back in the shotgun. He's looking deep. Going to go to the corner. Got a man.
Got him.
Touchdown, Mustangs. Fantastic throw. Fantastic catch. Mustang touchdown. 35-24. Point after touchdown coming. Here's the replay, Tony. Take a look at this thing.
McMorrow again took it on the chops again. What posure for a young man. Man,
McMorrow just stood in and took that shot and delivered the ball on a dime to that corner. Touchdown, Mustangs. 35-24. You got to just kick it here, right, Tony? There's no reason
Jordan
to go for
Connor
2.
Quietly, look at this. He's got 2 catches for almost 60 yards.
Wow.
Both are touchdowns.
Fantastic. Now, who caught that for the touch? I'm sorry.
That was the Jordan Connor, the guy who caught the touchdown before the half.
Yeah, gotcha.
No, you have to go for 2 here.
Yeah.
I mean,
I hear you. Well,
now you have to. Yes.
Got it. Great play calling that time by Coach Henry. We'll get to see the replay here. Is not who they expected to get the rock, that's for sure.
I'm not going to lie, that's the last person I expected to get the rock. Braylon Mulholland.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Braylon Mullen, I believe.
I apologize.
35-26. How far was that pass?
That was a 27-yard pass from McMorrow to James Connor. Or Jordan, Connor. I apologize.
Jordan
Great
Connor.
Play. So now again, you're down 9, right? Get a stop. See, now this is where it comes back to bite you, going for the chase. That's why I said don't chase too early.
But they got those, so now it's a touchdown and a field goal. You win the ball game.
Correct. But never say never. There's still 8:59. That's an eternity in high school football.
Yeah, that's a lot of time in a high school football game. These guys practice these 2-minute drills all the time, and everybody's been doing it in their backyard since they were old enough to throw and catch a football.
I tell you what, though, Jim, calling this game, this Claymont team from last year has made leaps and bounds as far as the way this progress in this program has come. Last year's team would have folded up shop when they were down 35-12. They would have just said, hey, we're done.
Sure.
And that's bounds.
At the high school level.
They got it.
Oh, my goodness,
and
an onside kick. It looks like the Mustangs may have it. And they just kept letting it go.
Yards.
We're going to have to take a look at this replay and see if it actually hits one of the Mustang players.
10 yards.
It went to 10 yards. I don't know if it hit
at
anybody
the 50.
prior
That's
to that.
exactly 10 yards.
At this point, this would be a huge turnaround in the ball game. 8:55 to go. The onside kick looks like it might have gone Mustangs' way. They're going to make a decision and announce it to the stadium.
Looking at the replay, that went 10 yards before Mustang touched it.
Wow, 35-26.
Wow.
Wonderful play by the Mustang kicking team. Special teams, Tony.
Do you know the probability of recovering an onside kick? It's like .008. And they ran that
at
to
the high
perfection.
school level.
Oh, exactly.
Oh, my goodness.
Here we go.
What a fantastic play by the kicking team. Mustangs down 9, but 8:55 to go, and they've got the rock right at midfield. And they are fired up. Nolan McMorrow, the sophomore quarterback, having a great night for himself. Tarakitis lined up behind him. Let's see what the Mustangs do. First handoff is to Tarakitis. Bang, right at the line. Sneaks it out around the right corner.
Hard.
Still turns it into 4 or 5. Great play by the senior, Alec Tarakitis. Clock stopped. 8:50 to go. Pick up a 5. Make it a 2nd and 5, Tony.
Should have been a loss of 3. Turned into a 5-yard gain.
He got met right at the about 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and wham. He just kind of bounced off that guy and took it around the corner.
Again, give credit to Claymont. Very methodical offense, but it's working.
It's working. Moreland in motion. Here's McMorrow. He's going to roll out to his left. He finds Moreland. Nice job. We're going to, if they give him the catch, we'll see what happens here. May have been down by contact. Regardless, he's right about the line of scrimmage. It's either a dropped ball or give him the catch. The ball's down. Clock is stopped. They may have called it a drop. 35-26. Fairless is leading. Claymont Mustangs, but the Mustangs starting to look a little bit dangerous here. They're going to give him a catch on that.
He didn't make a quote-unquote football move on that catch. That's why they ruled it incomplete. He didn't take 2 steps in a football move.
Gotcha. So it's back to 3rd and 5. Good time for the Mustangs to get a first down. Here's Moreland in motion again. McMorrow finds Moreland again. Got to get past the 40. He's got the first down. Up to the 30. He's across the 20. He's going to make it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown Mustangs. 45-yard catch and run. Uh-oh. Unbelievable. Brody Moreland. Nice play by the Mustangs.
45-yard touchdown pass.
From a 3-yard toss to a 45-yard touchdown run. 8:31 to go. The score is now 35-32, Tony.
Go for 1. This is go for 1. A field goal wins the game. Good
they
snap,
are going for
good
1.
Hold.
Kick is up, and it's good. 35-33. Mustangs are right in this ball game. 8:31 to go in the 4th quarter. Fairless only leads it by 35-33 now. What a tremendous ball game. We're going to take a quick break, Tony, so we can gain our composure, and we'll be right back after this right here on your Sports Voice of the Valley.
Twin City Automotive in Yorksville and Strasburg has the right products at the right price. Get a Charge It battery charger for just $44.99. Super Clean Degreaser is only $7.99. Napa Diesel Exhaust Fluid is just $12.99 for the 2.5-gallon jug. And Valvoline Premium Blue Diesel Engine Oil is only $17.99. Like Don Decker says, there is a difference in auto parts stores.
The big guys take care of their shareholders. We just take care of our customers.
Open weekdays till 6 and Saturdays till 4:30.
Jim Booth and Tony Pellegrino bringing you some action live on WJER and on the YouTube channel for WJER. They're going to kick this one away, Tony.
Okay.
And it's going to get picked up. Wow. Nice open field tackle that time.
You can feel the momentum shifting. I mean, this side is like that is. You can feel the sideline shaking over here.
Devon Searcy with the open field tackle that time on the Falcons. Falcons pinned probably the worst starting field position they've had. They're clear back on their own 31-yard line, but that's really bad for them because they've been getting the ball around midfield almost every time. 8:26 to go.
Man, what a game.
What a ball game. Colucci's going to keep it himself and try and sneak up the middle. He gets a couple. Nice coverage that time by the Mustangs. Started at the 31. He maybe got 3 on that. Mustang defense looks fired up.
Eight minutes to go. 2-point game. Anything can happen at this point.
Anything can happen. Carson Colucci in the backfield. He's got Stutler back there with him. Stutler only a junior. Colucci a senior. He's going to send Cameron Carl in motion. Watch out for Gio Moore. We haven't heard that name for a while. Here's Stutler on the toss.
Holding.
Out to the right side. Got to be a hold on that. No call. Stutler's going to pick up the first down. Nice little toss that time by Colucci. That was like a two-hand shovel pass. I don't know if we get to see that again. But what a nice run around the corner of that time by Stutler. First down for the Falcons, almost to midfield.
Right here, 77.
That's a little push, hold, something from behind there.
Even if you give up a field goal here, though, for Claymont, you're just fine. 38-33.
First down for the Falcons, 48-yard line. Colucci keeps himself, goes around the right side, picks up 4. Going to be 2nd and 6. Clock now under 7 minutes, Tony. 6:55 to go here in the fourth quarter. Mustangs trailing by a mere 2 points. If you're just joining us, you've missed a good one.
Boy, have you ever. Big thing here, though, Jim, too. Claymont only has 2 timeouts left. They had to burn one early in the second half.
That's right. They did burn one a little bit early, so they have to be careful with that. Second and 6 for the Falcons. Colucci sends his man in motion, gives it to Stutler up that right side again. Good read that time by the defense. They're going to bring him down after a couple. Anthony Stutler does a yeoman's job out there, taking some hard hits off to the right side. Good job by the defense.
Huge 3rd and 5. This is pivotal.
Big play for the Falcons. They need the first. Mustangs need to stop them here. I doubt this is 4 down territory for Coach Sarbaugh. He's just not going to do it.
Colucci's going to call his own number here. Oh, no.
That's going to help. False start on one of the receivers. That's just a timing play. They're probably going on 2 or whatever that might be. That's going to push them back that 5 to make it a 3rd and 10. Probably going to change the call for Coach Sarbaugh, for sure.
For sure, that would have been I think it was a keeper for Colucci. Find a hole, make a play. Now, 3rd and 10, watch. You've got to find
Gio Moore.
Thank you. You've got to find Gio Moore. He's killed you in the second half.
Watch that little screen they've been using all night. Mustangs are pumped. Keep an eye on that on Gio Moore.
Gio Moore is going to be at the top of our screen.
Yep. Gio Moore on the far side. Coming back. It's going to get picked. He threw the interception. Colucci was looking that time for Cameron Carl. We'll take a look at it again, but a super play by
the quarterback, Nolan McMorrow.
Oh, my gosh, that is the quarterback.
So both quarterbacks now have a pick.
Unbelievable. Yeah, how many games have you been to in high school where both quarterbacks have thrown for touchdowns, run for touchdowns, and got an interception? That's
got to be a slim list there.
Regardless, Mustang football right near midfield. They're going to have it on their own 49-yard line with 5:19 to go. Trailing in this ball game, 35-32. At one point, what was the score? 28-18, 35. Yeah, it was. It's
good throw.
Been a heck of a game. Tarakitis picks up a first down and much more. So Alec Tarakitis that time, we got an injury, we got a cramp on one of the looks like one of the Falcons is down clear over here on the Mustang sideline. Nice sportsmanship that time by one of the Mustang players helping him out with his cramp. Let's see if we could see that replay maybe one more time while we got the little injury timeout. We'll see this thing. Here comes Tarakitis, just a little flip out to the right, and then watch this running ability.
Boom.
Nice spin there, not just a little speed up move, kicks it into another gear, and then goes and gets another 5-6 yards. He's going to be out about the 22-yard line.
Just with the doctor ordered a 30-yard play on first down.
Pretty darn incredible. Receiver is fine for, or actually it's a defender, is fine for the Falcons. 5:08 to go. Mustangs down by 2, but they are driving impressively, Tony.
Boy, I tell you what, that when the lights are shining the brightest, Brody Moreland and Alec Tarakitis are showing up. This is unbelievable.
Fantastic turn of events for the Mustangs. And I'll use that word again. We've used it numerous times tonight. They look very poised. Here's McMorrow. He's going to hand it off inside to Tarakitis. Tarakitis picks up a quick 5.
6-yard carry. This is a point in the game when you're an offensive lineman. You say, hey, the game is on us. You've got to make holes. You've got, 4 more minutes. That's all we got. Block as hard as you can. Don't hold anybody, but let Tarakitis make cuts off your blocks.
Leave it all on the field at 100%. This point. These guys have to step up and create holes for him. Tarakitis behind McMorrow. 2nd and 5 for the Mustangs.
Nice run.
Another nice play up the middle for the Mustangs. Going to be 3rd and short, 4:15 to go in the ball game. Some more Mustang fans checking in with me on the World Wide Web. Thanks for watching online. Hopefully you're watching on the big screen there, Herbie. And thanks for checking in. Showing your pride for the Mustangs.
Jim, I'm going to
4
say
minutes.
This is a Reggie Bush play right here. Quarterback sneak. 3rd and inches.
Okay.
Oh, no. They're lined up in the shotgun. I'm wrong.
Tarakitis back beside McMorrow. Oh, and McMorrow's going to try and keep it himself, get around that right side. Got the first down, but we got a flag on the play. We'll see what the laundry is for. Typical place for a little bit of holding, which would be not too fun. That's going to push him back, make a little play call change for Coach Henry.
I want to see who they called the holding on. I don't think they've been calling the numbers tonight.
No, you know what? I haven't heard them call any numbers. And I don't think they're mic'd, so I don't know if we'll ever get that. Unless you want to text Bruce Lowry after the game and see if he'll tell you who it is.
Retired Sergeant Bruce Lowry from the
retired. That's right. Congratulations, Mr. Lowry. Well earned and well deserved. 35-33. 3:40 to go. That's going to back them up to a. Yeah. How? Why is it? I'm not sure why it's back, way back there. Okay, that's a little better. Should be about 3rd and 11. Okay. I think everybody in the press box agreed with that one. It should be 3rd and 11.
I was going to say, these guys have been pretty composed, but I agreed with them on that one. I'm not going to lie. I will say this, though. It's 3rd and 12. You don't have to get it all back in one play.
No, you got 2 plays here. This is definitely 4-down territory for Coach Henry. McMorrow in the shotgun. He's going to get the ball and look for a little pass, and he's going to find Devin Whitman, senior wide receiver out there. That might be his first catch of the night. Devin Whitman.
It's his second.
He
made
catch.
that huge catch right before.
Yeah, that's right.
So 6 yards on that catch there.
Yeah, they're going to give him 6, I guess. So it's going to be 4th and 6. This could be the ball game, Tony, if they don't get this first down. Coach Henry's going to take a coach timeout, and so we're going to take a quick coach timeout to try and catch our breath. 2 minutes, 50 seconds to go. Mustangs trailing by 2. They got the ball 4th and 6. Got to get to about the 13-yard line or 12-yard line. Anyway, we'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll finish up this ball game right after this on your Sports Voice of the Valley.
Jim and Susan Sexton invite you to stop in before or after the game to enjoy their famous homemade pizza and spaghetti sauce made from the original Pangrazio recipe. They also feature homemade spaghetti noodles, meatballs, and pizza dough made daily. Try the large special, a large pepperoni and cheese pizza, and large cheese sticks. Pangrazio's Pizza and Spaghetti House, open Tuesday through Sunday with 2 locations to serve you in downtown Denison and downtown Dover.
Well, here we go for all the marbles for the Mustangs here. It is going to be 4th and 6. They got to get this first down to keep this drive alive.
Great.
Got it! Moreland with the big catch. And the Mustangs continue on this miracle drive. 2 minutes, 44 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. And just a fantastic play ball call by Coach Henry. Looks like Moreland might be a little shook up, or he may just have a little cramp. We'll see what that's going to be all about. Either way, we're taking a coach's timeout here, move the players back, and they got him up. So it's Moreland. I don't know. It looks like a cramp to me. Brody Moreland, another key play for these Mustangs.
7 yards, 4th and 6. And here you go. So look now, 2:44. If it's first and goal, you can get another first down at the 2. Your offensive spreadsheet's still the same.
Now you need to kind of burn up the rest of this clock, right, Tony?
Yes.
So you're 2:44. You've got to run this time off. Don't give Fairless anything to play with. Hey, a big hello to my Dover friends checking in now too, Franny and others in the backyard. Have fun, and I'll see you shortly. Here we go. First down and 10 for the Mustangs, trailing this one 35-33. Handoff inside to Tarakitis. He's going to push it up to about the 5-yard line. We're going to see where they spot him. We got a tough angle on that end of the field. Going to put him about the 6. Clock continues to run. 2:20 now to go in the fourth quarter.
Here's the thing, though. I agreed with what you said. This is the maturation of a young quarterback. McMorrow snapped that ball with 18 seconds left on the play clock. Really bleed that down to 4 seconds, 3, then snap the ball. You really want to eat as much clock as possible.
Good catch on that, Tony. Use that up. Tarakitis again met at the line of scrimmage, and he's going to lose a few yards that time. But to Tony's point, may have a flag on this play. We're going to call timeout by the Falcons. That's a good call, timeout by them. Yeah, tough play call there. Tarakitis, if he could have bumped up through there and grabbed a couple more yards, they'd be in a better position. But, hey, still not bad.
I'm sorry, Jim, I'm laughing watching Coach H.A. Sauer just full sprint to get that official's attention.
Yeah, he's these are young, passionate coaches. And I'm telling you what, I'll say it again, we were super impressed with talking with both of them before the ball game, both off the, official on air or whatever, before the interviews, and then after, during the interviews, and then after, they were just nice guys to talk to, and I'm really proud of the way they coach these young men and are moving these programs on. So let's set the stage for you again here. The score is 35-33. Fairless is winning. Mustangs from Claymont have the football. And they're on about the 7-yard line. They're saying it's on the 7. They need 6 yards for a first down, or they'll take a touchdown. And here's McMorrow on the keeper up the middle himself. Late hit, not called. Nobody's going to call that. Minute 40, and the clock is running. Fairless is going to call one more timeout. They've only got one left now at this point. 35-33. 1:43 to go. It's going to be 4th and 6 again for the Mustangs. They got lucky on the last one.
I haven't questioned very many play calls here in the second half, but that's what we want to get McMorrow on the rollout. You've had Grady Moreland on the hitch routes all night. Tarakitis again. I know you're starting to narrow down because you're in what's called the red zone, obviously, but you need to get your playmakers the ball. You had 2 opportunities there, so this is a huge play call here.
Yeah, real short field now for the Mustangs. They need to pick up 6 yards. They can get a first without getting in the end zone.
Here we go. They're going kick it.
They are going to kick it. They're going to kick the They're going to kick the field goal. Smart play call by Coach Henry. Lining up for the field goal for your Mustangs is number 36, Trenton Cole.
21-yard kick, correct?
He's a sophomore.
The
hold is your quarterback, Nolan McMorrow. He's a sophomore. Kick is up, and he yanked it a little bit to the left. So that's going to be no good. The ball's going to get turned over to the Falcons on about the 13-yard line. Falcons going to be leading by 2 with 1:38 to go. Mustangs have 2 timeouts left, Tony. Falcons only have 1. They don't want the clock to stop. Mustangs need the clock to stop. So what are you telling the guys in the huddle right now?
Listen, I know you just missed a kick. That's fine. Go for tackles. Try to strip the ball here because, again, but you can sock the clock twice. You smart. Don't get any penalties. Don't jump off sides here. But you have to try to strip the ball. You know Colucci and their running back are going to carry the ball here.
Yeah, I don't think they're just going to take a knee because that would make no sense. It's just going to give more yardage to the Mustangs. So they're going to try and run some sort of a play, which is also going to run a little time off the clock. Again, 1:38. Falcons have the ball, and the clock is the enemy for the Mustangs. Colucci, keeper to the right side. Looks like he's going to pick up about 8. Coach is going to let this one go. They need to stop. If they get the first down, that's almost the nail in the coffin there, Tony.
If I'm Claymont, bring the kitchen sink. You know they're going to run the ball. If they break one for a touchdown, it is what it is.
Yep. If you're ever going to blitz the whole team, send them right now. Terraquita's out closest to us. Colucci's going to take the ball right down to the end. He's going to keep it and run left. He's not going to take a chance and slide. Got the first down. That's going to move the sticks. 50.1 seconds left in this one. Mustangs got to be proud of their comeback. Heck of a ball game for both.
Now you have to use one of your timeouts.
Terraquita's motioning for the timeout. Got it. 47.7 seconds. Coach Henry just needs the clock stopped. Regardless of the outcome, very nice poise by the Mustangs tonight. A really nice, well-played game by many people in key positions. Brody Moreland, top of the list in my book. Just having a fantastic game. Nolan McMorrow, super impressive as a sophomore quarterback. Of course, Alec Terraquitas has just had another fantastic night. Colucci, definitely the real deal from Fairless. When we walked up to Coach Henry, that's one of the first things you ask him. Hey, you got to stop number 8. And he said, "Yeah." He said, "That's the guy we got to stop." So, and then Coach Sarbaugh, the same thing. He said, "Yeah, we got to stop number 5."
Take a knee.
So here's Colucci going to take the slide. Just not enough time for the Mustangs. Got 1 timeout left, but I think Coach is just going to let it run out. Down to 30 seconds. Mustangs down by 2. Coming up at the end of the game, of course, we will have our Subway Player of the Game. Thanks to the Fitzgerald family for continually sponsoring that for years and years and years in many, many sports. They haven't sponsored it long enough for me to ever win one back in the early 60s or whatever that was. But, yeah, they've been doing this for years. A big thanks to them. Tony and I will pick our Subway Player of the Game after the game. 4 seconds left now, and this one's going to belong to the Falcons. What a great ball game. Thanks to all of you for tuning in. We're going to have a post-game wrap-up after all this. Fairless Falcons are going to win it. 35-33 is your final. Fairless wins by 2. But what a great ball game by the Mustangs. Tony's going to work on the numbers, and we'll come back and wrap this one up after this right here on your Sports Voice of the Valley.
In the rolling hills of Holmes County, we tend to do things a bit differently. At Kime, we're in the business of uncommon experiences, and we're here to care for your project like we care for our own. We believe that quality matters and want to help you get it right the first time, because your project deserves it. So visit Kime Home Center, your source and destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. Kime, built on trust since 1911.
Craving the exquisite flavors of Japan? Look no further than Katana Japanese Restaurant in Dover. Starting September 6th, indulge in a culinary journey with our lavish lunch and dinner buffet. Delight in daily homemade specials, tantalizing sushi, and an array of authentic Japanese dishes. Conveniently located in Heritage Square Shopping Center, visit us at 11 a.m. daily except on Tuesdays. Don't miss out on a true Japanese dining experience today. Katana Japanese Restaurant, where taste meets tradition.
The Eat Fresh refresh just won't stop. Now Subway is refreshing their catering with easy order platters and box meals perfect for any occasion. Start with sandwich or wrap platters. They're loaded with craveable crowd pleasers to feed your crew without all the work. Or try individually packaged box meals featuring a tasty 6-inch sub, footlong, or wrap, plus chips and a freshly baked cookie. When you have a group to feed, make it fun, delicious, and easy with catering from Subway. Visit Subway.com to place your catering order. Advance notice may be required.
The T-County Boxing Academy is the area's #1 training center for those who are serious about boxing. Serious athletes know that everything they put into their bodies affects their workouts, which is why the T-County Boxing Academy offers the industry's best supplements at the best prices for the best workouts possible, including brands like 5% Nutrition. Try their real food protein with low glycemic carbs. If you want to train like the pros, use the supplements pro boxer Sugar Dre Donovan of Uhrichsville uses. Available at the T-County Boxing Academy, located on East High Avenue in New Philadelphia.
And welcome back to Uhrichsville, where the team is kneeling at midfield. And what an exciting ball game this one was. Jim Boose and Tony Pellegrino bringing you the action from Uhrichsville. Claymont Mustang Stadium. 35-33 was the final score, but wow, what an action-packed game. And I hope you got to tune in for most of it, or at least a lot of that action there in the fourth quarter. Thanks to tonight's scoreboard sponsors: Cleveland Clinic Union Hospital, quality care close to home. Visit clevelandclinic.org and click on locations to learn more about Cleveland Clinic Union Hospital. Also thanks to one of tonight's scoreboard sponsors, Keim Lumber in Charm, Ohio. Keim is the destination and trusted source for your home, building, and woodworking needs. Visit in Charm today or online at keimlumber.com. Also want to say a big thanks to Ron's Heating and Cooling. Ron's Heating and Cooling in Denison. Contact Ron's today for all your heating and cooling needs. Tankless water heaters, duct cleaning, and 24-hour no-heat service. Ron's Heating and Cooling, serving the area since 1977. Best of luck to all local athletes participating this season from Ron's Heating and Cooling. Well, we can talk about this second half here in a little bit. Tony's feverishly working on all the numbers. We're going to also announce our Subway Player of the Game here in a couple minutes. But let's have a little chat about this thing. Came out in the second half, and Tony is really working on the numbers. It's kind of fun to watch these guys. A little bit of smoke starts to come out of their ears as they're doing this stuff, and it's a lot of fun. Coming out of the half, the Mustangs had to get a stop on the Falcons to have a shot. That's what we said. That's what we talked about. That shows what we know, huh, folks? Falcons came out, pushed it right down the field, got a touchdown, and we thought, oh boy, Mustangs going to be in trouble here. But they clawed their way back, kicking and screaming the entire way with a lot of poise, and showed the Falcons who was boss in that second half. Brought it back to 35-33, took it all the way back down the field, got an onside kick, took it down the field and scored. Stopped them on defense, brought it all the way back down the field, and fell just a little bit short. Tried to kick a field goal. It's a little bit to the left, and that's going to let the Falcons run out the ball game. But hold your heads high, Mustangs and Mustang fans. That was a really, really well-played ball game. I think if you were to talk to Coach Henry, he would say he was super proud of the way these players came back and stood proud and worked hard towards the end. I know it was a great ball game to watch from up here. We've had numerous people come in the press box and say, wow, what a game. Wow, what a game. Obviously not the results the Mustangs and Mustang fans wanted, but really, really good ball game. We want to thank the AD here at Claymont, and all the folks for helping us out down here. Claxon Communications and their professional team of guys bringing you the games. I want to thank you, all the watchers and listeners. We had a little technical difficulty with one of the cameras for a little while, but we appreciate you all joining in, and thanks to many of you for reaching out to us and people back in the studio to let us know how we are doing, or we're doing. We're going to take one more break. When we come back, we'll announce the Subway Player of the Game. Tony will wrap up the final numbers, and we will say goodnight from Yerkesville. But stick with us. 60 seconds from now, we'll be back, and we'll wrap it up for you right here on your sports voice of the Valley.
Tired of unreliable internet service and unexpected bill increases? Experience internet another way, the Smart Way. Smart Way Communications is your locally owned and operated high-speed internet provider, now serving Dover and New Philadelphia and beyond. Don't get locked into plans with more or less speed than you need. Smart Way is the better way. Local customer service, local infrastructure, and community-minded. That's the Smart Way to get reliable, affordable internet in Tuscarawas County. Call Smart Way at 740-254-8201, online at thinksmartway.com.
Wendy's new breakfast 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles let you create your own delicious combo. Choose from a sausage biscuit, egg and cheese biscuit, small seasoned potatoes, and a medium hot coffee. But it's obvious which combo's the best. Sausage biscuit and small seasoned potatoes. Well, maybe it's the fresh cracked egg and cheese biscuit with a medium hot coffee. Or 2 savory sausage biscuits. Whichever you pick, you can't go wrong. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles.
Limited time only. U.S. price and participation may vary. Not valid in a combo. Single item at regular price.
And welcome back to Yerkesville for the final time tonight. Thanks again for everybody joining us. And I know everybody here, Tony, is eager to hear who our Subway Player of the Game is. That's one of the toughest jobs we have sometimes in these games where there are multiple standout players. But I'm going to kind of just toss it to you and say our Subway Player of the Game is this, and then you can roll on with your stats, and then we'll wrap it up.
I get to pick the Subway Player?
You do.
All right, fine. I'm going the sophomore quarterback, Nolan McMorrow.
Fantastic choice.
17 of 22, 244 yards,
Wow.
3 touchdowns and a pick. And that pick was on that wobbly thing in the first half. So that's who my Subway Player of the Game is. But just to tie a bow on this game for you, that's Nolan McMorrow rushing the football for the Mustangs. McMorrow had 6 carries for -5 yards and a touchdown. Obviously, the sacks go into that. Brady Moreland, 1 carry for 1 yard. Alec Tarakitis would have been my next choice. 19 carries, 182 yards and a touchdown. What a great night for him. Receiving tonight for the Claymont Mustangs, Jordan Connor, 2 catches for 58 yards. Devin Whitman, 2 huge catches, 2 catches for 9 yards. And Drew Fox, 4 catches for 49 yards. And for the victorious Fairless Falcons, these numbers, Cameron Carl, 1 pass for 49 yards. Carson Colucci, 11 of 17, 120 yards, 1 touchdown and 1 pick.
Wow.
Most of their touchdowns came on the ground in the second half. Receiving for them, Cameron Carl, 2 catches for 13 yards. Andy Gill, 1 catch for 12 yards. Gio Moore, 6 catches, 56 yards, a lot of huge catches in the second half. And Allen Harrison, 1 catch for 49 yards. And rushing the ball, Carson Colucci, 9 carries, 73 yards, 2 touchdowns. Anthony Stutler, 16 carries for 80 yards and 2 touchdowns. And Andy Gill, 1 carry for 11 yards. Total yards, this is actually gonna shock you. So Claymont, I accidentally lied to you. I'm sorry, Jim, I forgot about these. So Fairless had 450 total yards of offense. Claymont, 422.
Wow.
So when we look at the first half, 195 to 217. So what an explosion in the second half.
Just an incredible game. They have everything to be proud of, and I think the future of these Mustangs, they're looking good. They're looking very poised. A couple things could have gone a couple different ways tonight, and this game would have changed. Right at the end, they had a chance to win it, and so just a couple little things, a couple little adjustments. Coach Henry's got these guys really, really playing well, and super proud of their effort. Fairless Falcons, congratulations to them on their first win of the season. They've had, that banner last couple seasons, and now here they came back and started this season 0-2. Lost a lot of guys, of course, but man, these guys look good tonight. They especially looked good at the right times. They made some big plays when they needed to.
And here's the thing, adversity both ways. Fairless goes up big, and oh boy, here we go again.
Yep.
And then on the other end, look at Claymont. They could have easily folded up shop and said, you know what, it's just same old Claymont. No, the thing I talked about pregame, they're learning how to win.
Yes.
Like you said, they're right there.
Yes.
Yeah, a few plays here or there, it's a different ball game, but great football game. Man, I have goosebumps still. Unbelievable game here tonight at Claymont.
Yep, that was a lot of fun. That's what high school football is all about. Great crowds, both sides, great officiating, and we really appreciate the hospitality of everybody down here. Started out well with our visit to concession stand, some of the best cream chicken and sandwiches I've ever had, and on we go. So again, thanks to you, the watcher and listener. Thanks to all the help from Claxon Communications putting this thing out there. Thanks to Willie Grove and that wonderful team of sports guys that are feeding us scores. I don't know if we got any more emails on scores or not. I don't. So you're just going to have to throw it back to. It'll be live on the station here soon. You'll have some scores.
You have a final from Indian Valley.
Oh, final at Indian Valley. Dover beats the Braves 27-14.
Yeah, that's a game. That's
big win for the Tornadoes. Congrats to them on their first win of the season.
Absolutely. And for Indian Valley, that's a great, hey, you play a tough schedule because you prepare yourself for the playoffs. And it doesn't get any easier for them. Not only do they have that IVC slate, they still have to travel down to St. Clairsville yet.
Yeah, which is a toughie. They pounded somebody last week. Who'd they beat up on last week?
Martins Ferry, 54-0.
Yes, Martins Ferry. Oh, my gosh. Well, the local teams are really doing a good job of scheduling very good games. So if you can, get out there and find yourself a football game to watch. If not, listen to it on WJER or watch the streamed games. Thanks for joining us for the IBC Game of the Week. Again, the final score here, 35-33. Fairless beats Claymont Mustangs. For Tony Pellegrino and Casey Claxon and all the gang back there at the studio, tune in soon on WJER to catch the post-game show, the second half of the Friday Night Football. Thanks for joining us. Have a great night and a great Labor Day weekend. Be safe out there.
You've been watching high school football as the Fairless Falcons took on the Claymont Mustangs. WJER Sports and Claxon Communications presented this live video stream on the WJER Radio YouTube channel, and a replay can be found on WJER.com/videos. Special thanks to our scoreboard sponsors, Kime and Charm, Cleveland Clinic Union Hospital, Wendy's, Ron's Heating and Cooling, Pangrazio's Pizza and Pasta, and Smartway Communications. And thanks to our local Subway restaurants, the sponsor of tonight's Player of the Game. Other sponsors included Wood Electric, Twin City Automotive, T-County Boxing Academy, and Katana. Tune in next week for our featured video stream Game of the Week, Malvern at Tusky Valley. WJER is your sports voice of the Valley.